Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us. It kind of feels like Monday just because we did wrap up a big sale event, which, oh my goodness, wasn't that fun? But I got to tell you, even though we had so much fun during the sale event, tonight is the night that we debut tons and tons of brand new, and it's so exciting because they're pieces unlike what we've ever had before. So it is what we've been waiting for. You know, the whole point of the big safe sell-off was to move out the old inventory to what? Make room for the brand new, which is what we're going to be seeing tonight throughout this next 3 hours. And we've got some very special pieces, including something that I'm very excited about because it's all gold, which we know we don't see a lot of. We always have everything in gold, but it's not always just gold. So tonight we're actually going to see some all gold pieces from a necklace that's a lariat design in a beautiful dual link. And then we also have a very, very special earring that you're seeing everywhere. It is a designer style, but it is something that we're going to do better than the designer does because we're actually going to bring you a really, really special price tag. But here's the thing, we make it better than the designer does because it is not a plated metal. So that is very exciting. I've got to confess, I own these designer earrings. I do. I own them in the large size. I paid the big bucks for something that's plated, not knowing that we had the opportunity to bring them to you in gold, which is going to be coming up. So I've actually got them in my second piercing. You'll be able to see a couple of looks at them before we get there. But the thing is this, is that with all these brand new ideas that we're going to see throughout the show here tonight, they are going to be limited, and that is the bad news, okay? There's going to be, how about this, a turquoise huggy hoop earring. Our favorite things, turquoise, diamonds, and an earring that basically everybody can wear, and you can even wear them in multiple piercings. We're going to see those today, and they're limited. The necklace that I have, limited. I'm talking about single-digit quantities on a lot of these new items, including turquoise in a crescent moon style we're going to have. The list goes on and on and on. So it is going to be, when we see these brand new items, from our gold earrings that are designer to, I just love how they look in a second piercing as well. We've got everything here, but it is going to fly. So it's a very exciting night. And of course, also, we're going to bring you those great values. And when you can get the solid gold we're going to show you, it's just, it's stunning. It's really going to be good. So have a, hopefully you've got just some time to set aside for us tonight and really enjoy all the brand new. A lot of these pieces, by the way, since it is a week out from Valentine's Day, a lot of these pieces are in stock ready to go, so that also most of these new items should be to you in time because there's really no sizing needed on the earrings, the pendant, the necklace, or these fabulous hoops that we have. So that's the good news too. A lot of these pieces are going to be out to you for loved ones for gifting, or maybe for yourself, or maybe you're going to think about getting a couple of beautiful ideas. Okay, so let's get started. We've got an amazing show as always, but I'm actually going to start with some turquoise, and we're going to do some, you know, there are still some blowouts to be had. So it's not just going to be the brand new. We've got some pieces that need to go and need to find their homes here. One last look at it before we go. So this is going to be where we start with a big turquoise. And then I think what we're going to do is this, guys, because I've got 4 big debuts tonight. So what I'm thinking is this. We'll probably do a bottom of the hour and a top of the hour. And we're going to see that for this hour, next hour. So we'll probably get it all the new in the next 2 hours for you, okay? So does that sound good? Every bottom of the hour, every top of the hour, make sure you're with me because that's when we'll do the big debuts. And they're so limited, but they're so beautiful. And also there's a Paraiba tonight that is a round, so we're very excited about that. But this is 1120976. And this is just a quick one, and then we're going to get to a brand new necklace that we have that's a one of a kind. If you're a tourmaline lover, stay with me. If you want a tourmaline in the greens and the blues together in a necklace, you got to stay right there. But this is the 7 carat 26 in the white gold. It also has the 14 points in the diamonds, which let's take a look at where those are located. So you can see there that you've got this really special diamond weight down the sides. You've got the bigger diamond that's going to be right east and west, set within this almost triangular shape that's happening. And then we're going to make sure, oh, I love this one in the white gold. Yeah, it looks good. And then you've got some milligrain work to it as well to give it that little texture and detail. That's what it looks like from a distance away. We're ready to give it away. And that's exactly what we're doing. It stays in the white gold. We're going to size for you. Remember, your return privileges are back in full effect. So if that was at all something you were a little leery of, well, you've got all return privileges on everything here that we see tonight and beyond, and lots of brand new one of a kind. So we're going to get to those starting next. But this one's got to go first. So instead of even that $29.99 it used to be, or even, $19.99, which is fair, we're going to do better than even $9.99. So it is the largest turquoise that I have in a ring. There are many more that are expensive, more so than this one, but yet nothing bigger in size with the 7-carat pluser that you have. And of course, being the oval shape with the diamond, stays in the white gold. We're going to size it for you to whatever you need there. Let's take another close-up look at it, and then we'll go ahead and get this one out for less than even $8.88. We're talking about some extremely low pricing here throughout the show, even on the brand new. Brand new is not going to mean pricey. Everything that I have to debut for you tonight is on the affordable side. Every one of them, all the brand new pieces we're going to see to the collection, all affordable. Really, truly, it is going to be exciting. But here we go. This one's not even $7.99. It's a huge value already. We're just going to go ahead and make it $777. And one of the tougher things to find, even in the wholesale world, as the wholesale world gathered for the last week, well, it was turquoise out of the Sleeping Beauty mine. So still one of those that most are, if they have it, they're holding on to it. They're not releasing it. And that is what we're bringing you. We've not only released it, but we've made it really affordable for you. So $777 on that one only, and that's going to be our big turquoise. Then we have a really special brand new necklace coming up. It's so custom, so completely beautiful and designer and detailed, but it's also going to be plenty affordable. So we'll start with 1120, actually 3034 on this next idea, which is beautiful for the greens and the blue lovers out there. This is it, but I've never seen us do anything like it. It's a really cool series of tapered baguettes. Watch this, because this is on the hand to start, because it is a necklace, and it's going to be our major tourmalines here. But look as that moves, and then when you see the detail up close, you're going to see that it's a graduated design as far as the colors go. So it's 1120, and this will be a solid 18-karat gold necklace. So the setting for the stones, 18K. The chain itself, 18K. Then you have a carat 88 in all these tapered baguettes in multiple colors of blues and greens together. Actually, the center stone you're going to see up close is going to be an indicolite, but then the rest are all different shades of green that basically graduate or they really do this gradation, it's a gradient kind of pattern that are done here. No diamonds on this one, actually. None. Yes. Turquoise gone. Congratulations on the turquoise. I'm actually going to move that aside because we're going to bring this up close so you can see the beauty of the detail and how these stones are set together. And you can see there, it really is subtle differences in the greens, but you see that center stone is the only true baguette. Well, actually, you know what? There are a few. The longer ones are all the traditional baguettes, and then the shorter stones are slightly tapered so that they can really create that beautiful fan design, or kind of reminds us of our smile necklace, right? It does stay in the white gold. Now, this chain is 16 inches, 16, so you've got 16-inch, no adjustability here. It is a spring ring closure, and then you can see it's a fine Rolo-Link diamond cut chain. So that's the beauty of your tourmaline up close. You can see how they're going to shimmer and shine, those greens and blues, even some subtle golden colors coming from some of those green tourmalines from their step facets as well. But it's really pretty the way it's going to nestle. And because it's 16 inches, I'm going to take it to the hand again, and then we're going to show you the backside, which is all finished. Really, really well done. You can see how that finishing is done throughout. And then we're going to take it on over to the neckline. That's solid 18K as well. And then, of course, let's take a look at it on the neckline so you can see what that's going to look like from a distance away. And again, the idea is that's about where 16 inches sits on the neckline there. So really meant to be a great layering piece if you want to do that. If you do want to just have it as that little bit of that peekaboo of the color that's going to peek out of just about any neckline, that's what that's really, really good for. What you see as I move there, what kind of beautiful array and shine, because tapered baguettes are going to give you so much of the properties of an emerald cut, so you get a lot of dazzling effect from those stones. So we'll take it right back over to the hand, and again, one only, 16 inches in length, and we'll make this $16.99 piece. I don't love the price tag, so we'll change it, so we do. And we're going to make it $999 instead for all those really special multiple shades of greens and blue greens in the tourmaline there, and $999 will get it to you. And that is a quick one only, and also an October birthstone, just to keep in mind. It's more of a unusual variety of the October birthstone, as we know, because we think of opals, I think, first on the birthstone list for that 10th month of the year. But and of course, it is in February now, so we've got of course, we're just marching on through, and February, of course, celebrates amethyst. March, of course, that beautiful aqua. April diamond, May emerald, June pearl and alexandrite, July ruby, August is spinel and peridot, and then September sapphire, and October is beautiful opal and tourmaline. So just a quick little, and we might as well finish the year. November citrine and December blue topaz. Okay, let's keep moving. We got a lot to show you tonight. We're verifying on that one. And then let's get to, I know the first big special premiere is coming up in 20 minutes, so you don't have much to wait, and that's going to be really, really cool. Plus, we've got this beautiful Y-style necklace. I mean, for those of you that love all gold, stay with me. I've got to show you these. This is a really beautiful array of, we're going to stay with the tourmaline here for a minute, but we're going to go from the greens and the blue greens to the fabulous pinks. Oh my, the specialty cuts here. Now this is sitting east to west on our wheel here, but there's actually going to be a north-south setting to this drop earring, which is 1123025. And another brand new option when it comes to a designer piece of jewelry here, one of a kind, of course. And look at this. I mean, really, to be quite honest, there are a lot of gorgeous earrings in this world today, but very few are going to give you the detail and the unique factor that these earrings have. Quite clearly, one of the most decadent designer styles you're ever going to see, with a combination of the cuts and the stones. And then they even managed to do a mirror image. They did a left and a right design. You'll see that when you notice that one earring is going to have the opals closer to the face, and really it's designed to give you both, whether you choose to have the pink tourmalines or the opals closer to the facial features. That's the way it's going to be, so that each one is a mirror image of each other. That's very complex to do. I'm sure you noticed the fancy trillion cuts that are put together here, so it creates this almost pinwheel design, top and bottom, and then of course a diamond cluster in the middle. So they stay in the rose gold. Let's take a look here, and it's 1123025. Look at how cool this is. It's 18K solid. That's where we're starting with the rose gold. So that's as is, and that's just to really let the match of the gold be just that, a match, and just let it kind of fall away behind the stones. But you're getting a total of, and it is 18 karat rose gold, so that's, I can tell you we don't see that very often at all, but you're getting 254 in your trillion cuts. That's going to be the tourmaline weight, 254, and of course you've got the 6 stones per earring, so 12 stones in total. 3 up top that are shade lighter, and then the 3 at the bottom, which, oh my goodness, are a little bit darker, richer purple pink. And then you have 1.5 carats of the triangular cut crystal opals. I have not seen a triangular cut crystal opal, let alone a dozen of them, which is what you have in this earring. And then you get 10 points in diamonds, which is that cluster in that little hexagon style in the middle. So it's really creating, I mean, think about the detail. You have the hexagon top and bottom, and in the middle, which is that link and that connector too. You also have, this is so genius, I don't know if you've seen these backings before, but it is a post and a butterfly backing. But the unique factor is this, is that if we turn it around and look at the backing, it's actually it is still your 18 karat gold butterfly backing, but let me see if I can show it from this angle. It's a little bit easier to see. You can see there's actually an 18 karat gold butterfly backing that is ensconced in this like silicone stopper. And I don't know if you've ever had trouble with butterfly backing. Sometimes they're more petite, right? So they can be a little bit tough to handle. And so that little stopper, that little silicone, that actually gives you a really good grip on the actual earring backing, so it's a lot easier to put on and a lot easier to also take off, and yet your gold is never losing its shape either, right? We've all had butterfly backings, which if that, you know, loop of the butterfly gets a little off kilter, it doesn't fit as tight as it should, right? And that can be a compromise in the safety and security of your earring. So that little silicone stopper is what also really helps to, you know, keep that integrity of that design. Now these stay as is. They're a beautiful drop. Let me show you one from a distance here. And again, you're looking at these opals in a pretty unforgiving light. So when you see these in real life, they're just that magnificent bright material. We only have one pair and that's it. Here's what they look like lengthwise, which is going to be, let's just say it's just a tad, I mean, it's right at an inch there. And then you'll see one on, which is going to give you also your first glimpse of our designer earring coming up, which is coming up very soon, which I own. And I paid too much money for, I admit. And I love mine, don't get me wrong. But for being a really cool style in gold, which the designer does not do, we're gonna get you a great value. So you're gonna get a little look at those after I have these on. But this is gonna be your beautiful carat weight. Remember, the opals are gonna look a lot larger than 1.5 carats. That's just how they present in actual carat weight. And then you've got the pink tourmalines. And this is how the length looks on the ear, which is just incredible. Let me make sure. Now I might have, I put on that second earring. So that one may be kind of, I'm gonna move it aside a little bit so you can see, but I kind of love that. And so that's the way the earring, first of all, the tourmaline and the opals looks, but then you're gonna see, that's a little preview. I just popped one in a second piercing, why not? That's that teardrop shape that I know you're seeing everywhere, and you're seeing on every celeb and every, you know, basically any public figure is wearing these earrings right now. And so we're going to bring them to you in that really, they make 2 sizes. We're going to bring you the more petite, so they're more wearable, and I love them in a second, as well as a first piercing, but they're coming up in just a little bit. But that's the opal and the tourmaline, which I wanted you to see first. And let's get them out the door. First caller, 1 caller only. That's all we have. Let's take a look at them up close. And we're going to make sure they're going out not at $34.99. These are some of the most bright, beautiful, truly like a neon opal that you're getting. I adore these backings. I'm telling you, the backing is worth the price of admission. If you've not experienced those types of backings before, they make it so easy to hold on to and to grip and to, you know, just you're never going to lose them, and they're amazing. But this is actually going to be, you know what, skip over 34 and skip over 3 and skip over $29.99. You really have a collection of some of the most fancy cut stones, and the matching here. The coordination of the opals, but the perfect matching of that pink is really everything. And we're going to help you right now for less than even $19.99. Skip it at $1,500. I really want to make sure these go, and quickly. And think about the array of other pieces of jewelry they're going to work with. All the outfits and ensembles they're going to work with. Think about that. This is a pretty versatile earring. You've got every color of the rainbow in those opals because they're top quality. You've got the pinks, which also have the shades of purple and red, and we're going to make them better than even 15, as I promised, and not even going to be 15 or 14 or $13.99. Just 1 pair. They stay as is, and we're going to give you a really huge value right now of $12.99 just for 1 pair. There's also a pink tourmaline and tanzanite combination, but it's a stud earring. So we'll have those coming up as well, and I'll give you a little sneak peek because they're from the same designer. And so you can see here, that's what's coming up if you want. Wow, ashers and then tanzanites and diamonds. That's going to be coming up in a button style earring, but the drops are $12.99. Grab them quickly because what can I say? They're not going to last, and that we know. So we'll give those 30 seconds and just want to kind of walk you through them because they're really, really specialty. And then we are going to show you. What do you guys want to see first? Do you think we should bring out the turquoise huggy hoops with diamonds? Or do you think we should bring those designer gold earrings that we have ours made in Italy that are not plated but solid gold instead of being plated like the big designer does? And I've got all the info for you because I've loved these earrings for a while. I'm so stunned that we were able to bring them and at an affordable value. So that is really important. So make sure that you are ready to go on the phone lines. I think that, honestly, I think we might do the turquoise huggies first because they're so limited, and then we'll go from there. But this is just, I mean, this is what it's all about for brand new. So somebody's got to grab those. It's a Wednesday of what's new, and that's always what we do, but today a little bit extra special. So coming up, let's get to it. And we are now 13 minutes away. Let me preview what's coming up because there are so few available, so we should probably do this on the early side. And I know the last time, anytime I have turquoise, this is what's coming up. And it's a huggy earring. Basically, it's a ½ an inch, so perfect for first or second piercings. Those are Sleeping Beauty turquoise, beads there, and then diamonds in a 14-karat yellow gold hoop. So those are coming up at the bottom of the hour because they are so limited. So, and I know a lot of you are going to pick up more than 1 pair. So anyway, keep that in mind, and that's just a few short minutes away. I've got our fantastic kunzite here. Can't believe these opal and tourmaline earrings are still here, but at the moment they are. We have a really cool designer ring here. This is special too. You may not have seen anything like this here. Let's take a look at it on the hand first so you can get an idea of the size and the length that it gives you here. And this is going to be a wear with everything two-tone gold, so loving that. 112-1322 is your item number. I'm going to grab those earrings. We're going to get ready for this ring, which obviously has a lot of this beautiful swirling factor and movement. This is the white gold side. This is the yellow gold side. It's got that illusion. So over the weekend, I know we brought out every illusion design we had with the baguettes and the rounds. This too is going to bring you that same complementary effect here, but it's not going to be, the idea is not to look like one big stone. It's to give you a series of stones. This large loop on one side, and then what still looks like a bigger round over here. It's going to be 112-1322. It's one as is. It's 18-karat solid gold. You do have tapered baguettes and rounds together. It's going to be 51 points in the tapered baguettes, 44 points in the round brilliance. So you're getting really close to a total carat in diamonds because you've got 95 points in total weight here. But you can see how pretty it is, the way it's going to be elongating. Let me go ahead and swap it around as far as the direction so you can see what it would look like this way if you want to have it more like that almost solitaire look anchored at the top where the knuckle is, and then have the rest extending down. But look how low profile it is. It'd be great on a middle finger and index finger as well if you want to do that. But this is going to be one of the last. I mean, this is the one that everybody lost their minds over the weekend, and we just had to bring them down because there's some of the more expensive costs as far as, you know, what goes into it workmanship wise. Obviously, tapered baguettes, working with those is more expensive than even the round brilliants. Notice you are getting more in the tapered baguettes than the round brilliants there too. So that's important. But it's also going to be, it is your 95 points, and it's one only, and it stays as is, and then it's got this great finishing. Not that there's a lot of, I mean, the negative space is really driving the design element, but you can see how it's finished on the back side. We're going to make this super affordable, and just if you want something that you can just add, just really truly add to your whatever you're already wearing, because I think that's always the issue with rings, is that I think at this stage of the game, so many of us are like, I don't know, maybe I'm done with rings, maybe I'm good, maybe I've got all the rings I can handle. You know what? There's always that idea where right now we're seeing a lot of stacking, right? And so it doesn't just mean stacking down the hand, but stacking across the hand. So this is a perfect ring if you've been thinking and looking at the trend of everybody who's wearing, you know, the middle finger rings and the index finger rings, and you want to keep the engagement ring on, keep the wedding set on, right? But then add somewhere that's, you know, something, not all rings work there on that outer part of the hand, but I think this one really lends itself to that. And it's an incredible value because obviously we're going to make it a really good deal right now. And it's not going to be anything like the $39.99 it started as. So you get a huge discount. And we're going to make it really easy for you right now. And the first caller can have it for, how about just switching it around? How about $13.99 instead? That's going to be it. $13.99. That is all. That's it. So this is an important piece, and when you see the way all of these baguettes have to be custom cut, look at that. That's going around a very large loop, and all of them have to be custom, and think about that. There's not a gap between them. Then you have a little bit, I wouldn't say much simpler here, because you have that beautiful row of the baguettes here, and they're curved in the yellow gold as well. So making those curves and making that transition throughout, that's really complicated to do, and yet flawlessly executed here in $13.99 to get it to one caller here tonight. So we'll give that one 30 seconds, then we got to go. I know y'all waiting on the hoops, right? The turquoise and diamond huggy hoops. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. We've got a very special zircon piece as well. That's our triple zircon. That's something I know I've been telling you all week long, last week, that we'd have a lot of brand new. So I hope you're ready for it. The exciting, the new, the really, I got to show you this necklace, because how many of you have asked for more gold and just solid gold? Well, look what we have coming up in a really now design in a link, all made in Italy. Check this out. This is going to be coming up as well here tonight. This is a lariat style necklace, but look at this beautiful detail with the two separate necklaces in one, essentially coming together. So beautifully creative. This is the hottest thing out of Italy, and so we're so excited to bring you some all Italian gold pieces, and yet everyday wearable. Really, it's really important. And I love this end point. You can have that. You could even extend a charm from that if you wanted to. So that's coming up as well. So some very special all gold pieces. Let's get to our triple zircon. That ring is here if you'd like it. And then this one. Okay, now I know, Mom, you've asked me for this ring, and I know you've wanted it. So I promise you this. I know Mother's Day is coming up, and a lot of special occasions coming up. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. This is just a fun month. I was thinking about it, you know, with all the festivities and the big game on Sunday, and we already had Groundhog Day, and we know how much fun that is, right? Oh, that's just how we get started in February. But then, you know, for sports fans, you got, like, you know, all-star breaks for the NBA and NHL, and you got the big game on Sunday, and right? And then we've got Mardi Gras, and we've got Valentine's Day, and we've got President's Day weekend, and it's all fun holidays, right? And Lunar New Year's coming up this end of this week. So it's a lot of festivities, but if you want to treat yourself for any of the fun, fabulous times we have now and up ahead, look at this ring, 1119153. If that doesn't look like a party and a celebration and a personality piece, I don't know what does. It's really special the way you have 556 in total zircon weight, and they're all different colors, different shapes, put together, meeting in the middle. And then you've got that diamond, that very large diamond bezel set, and split shank as well. So that's really, really important. And we've got the whole ring for one caller, and it's, I would recommend it in the white gold, but you can change it if you want to. So yellow gold's fine. I mean, right, it's a celebration month. So let's pick a holiday and treat yourself to a great piece of jewelry. because we've got, again, nothing but, all fun, fabulous holidays that I think, most of us celebrate, right? So in one way, shape, or form or another. So this is it. This is the way you get something really, really special. And we're going to bring it out. And you know what? Blow it out right now. It's $2,888. Can you believe it? Just got a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, do you think we've had enough rain? I thought we were done with it. I saw a glimpse of sun today, and then sure enough, the rain is coming back. But anyway, here's what we're gonna do, guys. So we just got, this is like all the sunshine you need here in this one zircon. The double refraction is amazing. It's beautiful. Hi, Jill. Have not, will not try that trend in nails. Nope. And Ariana, hi. And let's see, it does. Jill, that's exactly my point with those backings, those little silicone backings. Yes, perfect. And hi, Michael. Hi, Michael. Oh, be safe, Michael, where you are in Arizona. And then Karen, thank you. I'm catching up on all the feedback here. Karen, thank you. I'm so glad you're loving your new item. That's great. So let's get this one home for $777, and I think that'll make it a lot easier than $2888, right? Take a $3,000 ring, bring it down to $777, and see who wants it. One only though. Change the gold for you, and you know what? Mom, if it sticks around, I'll get it for you. But don't go ahead. I'm talking to our viewers out there. You don't need to like bypass it because, Mom's always wanted it. She loves this ring. So it's a really cool example. And you know what? She doesn't have a zircon of any kind yet, so this would be the one. Let's take a look at it on the hand, and then I'll flip it around for you because there's a couple ways to wear it, and I actually think I'm gonna like it a little bit better aesthetically the other way, but it's a really special look here. Obviously, there's your oval in the pink. That's gonna be that newer find out of Sri Lanka, just as of 4 years ago. There's the blue zircon, they're mined out. That's the pear shape, and then you have the big round in the yellow, which we just don't see too many yellow zircons at all, but look at that. That's a really, really good look, isn't it? So that's gonna be a one only, $777 only. First caller, and then we'll see who's got it, and then we're going to get to, we're just 4 minutes away from the hoops in turquoise. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your jewelry loving collectors that we have got a really special turquoise hoop that I know if it's anything like our turquoise by the yard, we're going to need like 4,000 pairs, and we only have a few. I've got literally a couple of handfuls of them, so they're not long for this world, which is why I'm going to bring them up early. And then if you want to get those tanzanite tourmaline earrings, well, they're coming up next. We'll get you that brand new designer style. They too have that really great silicone backed style in gold, so really good, kind of like a nice way to get a good grip on your earring backing. So this one is really fun, and that's $777. So let me know who's got it, and then here we go. This is a really special look here in a design because you're talking about a very specialty cut in tourmaline anyways. And I know we saw the tourmaline in opals. This is giving you even more of that really jewel tone effect with the pinks and the purples. And yes, those are tanzanites. Now, I will say they're not going to be blue wing block D tanzanites necessarily because they're not our design. We did not make them. This is a great designer style. So they're going to be a little tiny bit lighter. Now, don't get me wrong. They're still premium, greatly saturated tanzanites, but they're going to be a little bit lighter than what we typically see in our blue wing block D. And so there they are. It's a big button style earring, meaning it's a stud, but bigger. Okay. And this is also going to be 1123-024. And we're going to stay with some 18 karat gold. We've seen a lot of that already. We're going to keep that going. It's a big Wednesday night. Don't tell me you're shopped out from the big sale event because I know we did a lot of shopping, me too, me included. But this is one of those where they're one-of-a-kind pieces like this one. 205 in Asher cuts. That's a carat plus in each center pink tourmaline. 235 in the marquise cut tanzanites that you're getting, which just line the outsides. And then look at the way the diamonds give you this beautiful scalloped effect within. And that's going to be a 58-point diamond weight as well. So all of that, one earring, solid 18 karat white gold. Let me show you the size here. These two, there's that same. So I want you to see there's still a 18 karat gold backing. It's just ensconced in this little silicone gripper. So it's almost like, again, easier to get a hold of. And then you still see that disc on the inside. All that's ever going to really touch the post or really the backing of your ear is that 18 karat gold. It's just that little bit of that clear, nobody sees it, silicone kind of stopper, which sometimes they use for really teeny tiny earrings, like the little tiny studs I have those stoppers as well. Or again, to use in a bigger setting like this, so you can get a really good grip, especially for my ladies who have those beautiful long nails. That's gonna be really helpful because little butterfly backings can be very difficult to get a hold on, and that might sound like a really minute detail, but you don't want to lose backings. backings, and you don't want to lose 18 karat gold backings. So this really prevents that in a big, big way. So let me show you the length, and then we'll get you a good value. And it's not going to be the $49.99 you'd expect with a price that, you know, when you have this much tourmaline and tanzanite together, and there you can see they're definitely over a half an inch. They're more like that 5/8 mark there that you're getting here. So not quite 3/4, but a little more than a half an inch in there overall. And I'm going to call it a diameter because they're more or less a round kind of earring. We'll go back to the close-up, then give me a second. I'll put one on. And actually, I'm just going to hold these up here for you. And we'll give you, yes, centered post and butterfly on that one. So really easy. But this is what they look like on, just to give you an idea and a perspective there of how they're going to look from a distance away and seeing how gorgeous they look. And obviously, you can play with it a little bit if you want your tanzanites north, east, southwest versus do you want it a little bit angled? I mean, kind of play with them when you get them at home and see what you think looks best on you. But they're actually going to be better than $2,000, and they're not even $19.99 either. We're getting them way low, way lower than that. We're going to go $1,888 for you, one pair only. And if you are a pink, purple, and blue lover, you've got to have those earrings. So we'll go right back down to our close-up, and then we're going to see who's got them at $1,888. It's a really fabulous look, isn't it? And we've never had a style like that ever. So it's a really good idea to pick those up and think about all the versatility for, you know, I think earrings, we don't usually have as many earrings as we do necessarily rings. So if you want something that's going to go with your tanzanites, it's going to go with all your pink tourmalines and your pink, really your kunzites and all the spinels you might have. It really is that versatile style piece. So we're going to get to it. We've got the turquoise hoops on the way. Cannot believe we are as limited as we are. I'll tell you, this is going to be a little bit disappointing for some of you, but it's exciting to have them. And I know that we've had a lot of you who want Huggies, right? And we've brought you every kind of Huggy out there, essentially in solid gold over the years. We've brought you some all diamond pieces in the Huggies, but this is where we're going to bring you really one of our favorite stones to show. And we know you love it universally, and you might want to call in really early here. They're never going to last. I don't want to scare anybody, but we don't have that many to go around. You know, usually with a nationwide shopping network, one might have 10,000 of an item, 20,000 of an item, sometimes more than that. We have all of 13 pairs to go around. That is it. And I know for those of you that watch our show a lot, you might go, well, that's 12 more than they usually have. Yeah, but this is a super affordable Huggy hoop earring that we have never had in 8 years of broadcasting. Never. And for those of you that are lucky enough to have a turquoise by the yard or a turquoise ring, I know we already had a turquoise ring go out today, right? This is the Huggy hoop that still is going to bring you diamonds. And there is something about, I've said it, with every turquoise we have, it goes with everything. Turquoise is that super versatile stone that I don't care what your wardrobe looks like, turquoise always works and stands out. And these are Sleeping Beauty beads. They're basically round spherical beads of turquoise set 3 stones per earring. There are diamonds up top. They're in solid yellow gold. There's no choice to make here in gold color. It's just yellow gold. But here's the issue. I think a lot of people are going to get more than one pair. They're great for stacking. I'm actually going to put these in a second piercing because I think they're amazing that way. And so you can build your earscape with these hoops. And that's what a lot of you have been doing and asking for lately in diamond hoops. Well, these are the turquoise and diamonds. 13 pairs. So, are we ready? Because trust me, they're not going to last. And you know we're going to make them a deal. I would never bring you a new item unless it was a big deal, okay? So they're coming up. They're ½ an inch. They're yellow gold only. Think about getting more than one. I'm telling you right now, if I had my way, I would order 4 pairs for myself and stack them all the way up my ears. That's what I would do. So you can get more than one if you want, or if you want to gift them to somebody you love, do that too. I'm going to move these aside and then bring them on in. But I'm telling you right now, they will not last. So look at how it's going to be a click enclosure hoop. They're ½ an inch in length. They have the diamonds, which will be up top. You have your turquoise, which is that bright, gorgeous robin's egg blue. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of you wait to get on the phone lines until you see, you wait till you see the price. Do not make that mistake here. Come on in if you think you might like them because they're never going to last. I'm going to promise you that right now. There's no way they're going to stick around. 13 pairs will not be enough. It's 112-3015, yellow gold only. I'm just thrilled that these are here. I'm going to borrow one right now so I can show you the length here. They're an all-around hoop, so if you wanted to wear them reversed, you could, but I don't know if you're ever going to want to hide that Sleeping Beauty, which is 70 points total weight among your 6 different stones there. They're solid turquoise. These are not reconstituted, and boy, do we need a lot of people on the phone lines here, and I can't guarantee everyone's going to get one. I would think a lot of you are going to go ahead and take more than one pair, gift them to daughters, gift them to granddaughters, to sisters, to mom, to best friends, because we're going to make them affordable, and they are a 1/2 inch, which I'll show you here. But make sure you wait and see them on because they're really impressive on. And I think a 1/2 inch works in primary, yes. Primary piercings, absolutely. But I also think they work really, really well in a second piercing, which is where I'm going to show them to you just because, well, I'm only going to, try on one here and then, leave you with the other one to look at up close. And, oh, it's just a quick click enclosure. That's it. So easy, easy, easy. And then we're going to do something wild here. Call me if you like a pair. I know we're already busy on the phones. It looks like we have every line already locked up. The diamond weight is 10 points. They're, again, yellow gold only, so please try to keep that in mind. If you are not a yellow gold lover, I would still say to get them because I'll tell you, turquoise looks amazing, amazing, amazing in all colors of gold, but it looks, I think, extra, extra special in the yellow. So you're not going to see a lot of the gold because it's going to be pretty turquoise and diamond intense here. The idea is to give you all stones all throughout the front, and I have them on in a second piercing with, of course, a little look at our beautiful designer style that is coming up in a few minutes. So take a look at them together and see what you think there because, I mean, whether you're wearing them in a primary piercing or a second like I'm doing, they look amazing, amazing, amazing on, as you can see right there. So this one is coming up, and I know you've seen this in every magazine and on every celeb. And you've seen them on me here on the air because I've worn them twice on the air. My own version that I did buy from the designer, and oh my gosh, it's only plated. This is solid gold. That's coming up in tonight's show. That is coming up in 25 minutes. This is where, look at how beautiful they are stacked. And then you can wear these obviously in a primary piercing if you want. But no matter what it is that you're wearing, the turquoise always goes with it. From neutral colors to ivories, black, grays, and whites. And then you've got all the bright colors it goes with, pastel colors it goes with. There is nothing that turquoise does not work so beautifully with, and you can see there full piercing coverage, amazing diamonds. So look at how you don't see the gold. That's the point I was trying to make there, is you don't see the gold at all that they're set in. So try to just really ignore the fact that they're only in yellow gold. They're still going to look amazing. Let's take another look at them up close, and then I'm going to make sure, and guys, keep in mind they're also going to go out right away, so you don't have any issue there. You're going to be right, Andy, they're all in stock, ready to go. We can ship them out right away. So I think for Valentine's Day, you're good if you want to get some turquoise for Valentine's Day. But this is it. And I know you're only looking at one because I only have the one pair in the studio and I've got the other one on, which you can see from a distance away. They are not going to be, and this is what's so amazing, they are not even going to be $9.99. True story, they're supposed to be $999 here tonight. Not going to do that. We're not going to ask for that. We have a few people on the phone lines already. They're going to fly. Operators, tell me how many you need because, again, when the 13 are gone, they're sold out and done. And do you know, to this day, every single day that goes by, I get a request for our turquoise by the yard necklace, and I cannot bring them back. I cannot make them again. That is probably going to be the same exact thing that happens with these turquoise huggy hoops, except I already tried. I already worked with our designers. I already worked with the turquoise supplier. I'm telling you, we're not getting any more than 13 pairs. This is a one-night only deal, and they're going to go. So take a look because it's not even $9.99. Trust me, they're going to be affordable. That's my mission, is to make something affordable. Operators, you have to let me know exactly how many you have because I'm going to count them down, and I can't oversell them. I cannot oversell them. So this is it. Last call already because we've already got 6 pairs. We're halfway through almost. And you know what? They're not even $499. That's half off where they're supposed to be. You'll see them on again. And I know you've got one, Tim, and I know, Andy, you've got one. You know what? They're not even $4.99, though. Get as many as you can. Like I said, you might think about getting more than one even for yourself if you have multiple piercings and you want to stack them up, just like I did, because a half-inch works in second piercings and third piercings alike. I'm going to give you an extra bonus. Let's give you an extra deal. You want a pair? You want 2? You want 3? You want 4? I'm not limiting how many you can get. I'm making them better than $4.99. You've got to get them, got to try them. You can wear them every single day of your life. You really can. It's that versatile. Look at how gorgeous. There are 3 diamonds up top, which, by the way, also looks like our diamond huggies that are 1/4 inchers that we do. Those have 3 diamonds, so if you want to stack with those, you can. But there are 3 diamonds up top, 3 stones. So the rule of 3 applies. And they're not even $4.99. First callers, I know they're already sold out almost. Okay, we're almost sold out. I'm not even giving them away for $4.99. That would obviously sell them out. We're going to make them $399 a pair. And then everybody let me know, update me. Tim, still just one for you? One, and Jason, how many? Oh, you've had two already? So 2, 3, Jason, just one pair? And Joyce, how many? So we have right now, I have 6 pairs left. 6 pairs is all I have. 6 pairs, and I know we can't get anyone through right now, so bear with us. And if you want to go ahead and get yourself in line, you've got another one. 5 pairs left. 5 pairs, that's it. 5 pairs remaining. Lots of backed up calls. Not everybody's going to get a pair, but stay right there. We have 5 remaining. That's it. So operators, when you sell one, please tell me. We can't oversell these. Cannot. We have what we have. I know you're only looking at one. I'm going to show them to you again, but I want to make sure I keep a very strict count on these because when they're gone, they're gone. And I wish we had more. I wish we had 100 pairs. We do not. 5 remain. That's it. That's all. And you got to let me know if you want one and get them for gifting. They're going to be out in time for Valentine's Day. I know that's only a week from today. That's it. But we're going to get them to you because they're going to be shipped out tomorrow, which is Thursday. And I know you're only, there's another one. So we have 4 left, 4 left, 4 left, operators, 4 left. And then I'm going to show them to everybody again on the ear here. But please let me know if you have a pair. Because here oh yeah, and look at those. They're so amazing, aren't they? Look at that. That's a really good look. These are coming up at the top of the hour. And please research teardrop gold earrings. I don't want to say the designer name because that's not allowed. But I will tell you right now, they're everywhere. They're, I'll get into it. We'll get into it at the top of the hour when we get there. Oh, you're going to want these too. So if you want to build this stack, you can here tonight. All right, let's give it a final 30 seconds as we look up close at the match pair. And then you have got a last call. Thanks, Michael. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And hi, Rob. Oh, yeah. They look good, don't they? So there they are. There's the match pair for you. And so it's our last call. We've got, did anybody else get another pair? Because am I behind on my count? I think we have 3 pairs left now. And then we are going to be on our way. But that is such a good look. Please grab a pair as soon as you can. They're just so important to take advantage of. I know we have some turquoise lovers out there. Do we ever? We got a lot of turquoise lovers. And you can see why. It's just a beautiful shade of like a bright kind of turquoisey blue. I mean, that's why it's named the way it is, right? The color is so impressive. This is the turquoise gem that's the best in the world, the most lauded, the most high quality material, the most pure, matrix free, all of that. So you're getting all of that for $399 plus VS diamonds, plus 14 karat gold. And I think we're down to just 2 pairs. So that's it, last call, and they'll be sold out. Coming up next, I do have a really, and yes, by the way, the teardrop earrings that are the designer look, but ours are even better because ours are not plated, ours are gold. They're just gold. They're not sterling silver plated like the designer. We're not going to charge $1,350 like the designer. And we're going to give you a great value. So those are coming up. The teardrops that I had on, and I'll show you because those stack beautifully as well. I think if you're like me and you're brave stacking with, creating a really unique and individual earscape, I think that's a great way to go. Okay, coming up, we do have a museum ruby tonight. Then we've also got our designer gold linked. Well, it's really links. It's a multi-link style. And then may I show you this turquoise pendant? I don't know, should we keep the brand new going? We've got a really special turquoise piece. Let me show this to you. And this is not going to be long for this world, but since it matches the earrings so beautifully, why not? Let's just go to it right now. And this will not be here very long. These are all burnished turquoise and diamonds. And turquoise lovers, we need you on the lines here. 112-3021. Oh, how I wish I had a bunch. Do not, so come on in early. Let me show you the length. And this is all 14 karat gold. And you've got yellow gold only here on this one. And I'm going to show you the length here because it is a full 1.75 inches in length, which may seem like a large pendant. And then you're going to see that really, I mean, actually, when it actually hangs the way it does, I had it upright and it was 1.75 inches. It's really closer to 1.7 inches when you actually see how it's going to dangle from this larger O-ring. Turquoise carat weight is 1 carat in the ovals and rounds. There's actually a few rounds at the top and the bottom. So actually it's going to work back to the earrings so beautifully. And I think we still have 2 pairs left on the earrings, which, my goodness, we might not have our full complement of viewers tonight because that is not ever a possibility to have earrings like that available. But you can call and get them if you missed them. But let's take a look at this with 17 points in diamonds. It's yellow gold only, just like the earrings were. I'm going to take it on over to the neckline so you can see it there. But this is going to be quick to go. So do not wait if you love turquoise and you love the celestial designs like the crescent moon that we're seeing all over the jewelry world right now and have been. It's not going anywhere. The trend was everywhere in Arizona this past week at the Tucson trade show. It was, I mean, celestial, I mean, getting wild, like really cool. I saw an entire piece that was all like literally the whole solar system. It was so cool. It was the entire solar system in a pendant. It was amazing. But this is going to be string your favorite chain. Yes, diamonds by the yard friendly. If you're lucky enough to have a turquoise by the yard, yes, that'll work too. If you want to just put your basic gold chain through it, whether it's a box link, a snake link, what have you, you can do that too. What if we take, because I got to make this easy because we only have about 15, 16 minutes left in the hour. I have this one slated to go out at $19.99. Makes sense. All the turquoise carat weight. I'm going to show you up close how they're set. Every stone in the crescent moon, every one of them is burnished. So there's really a smooth, beautiful feeling. Obviously the turquoise are cabochon cut, but there are even diamonds at the top and the bottom points there that are also burnished into the gold. So let's take a look at it. We'll take it right on over to the close-up and then also watch how it looks so beautiful with those earrings, right? And do you see now? Now you can see the diamonds and how they're even set between every one of the turquoise stones. So the turquoise are your oval cabs, but then the top and the bottom are round, and then the diamonds are going to be burnished throughout the length of the crescent moon between the turquoise. And I'm not going to ask 19, listen, it's a quieter night so far. You may have forgotten about, oh yeah, today's that big premiere night. Today's the night they're bringing out all the really cool, really new, really unusual, really bold. Here it is right now in turquoise. Do you like it? Oh, thank you. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. And does she shop for some turquoise earrings? That's wonderful. We'll enjoy them. We'll have them right out to you, Mary. Oh, how's Venus doing? She was a new customer last week. I remember, right. And she's in Washington. And what did she say what she thinks of our blue wing? Yay! I'm assuming she likes it then. Okay, thank you, Venus. Well, I'm so glad. Wear it well. Wear it in good health, and thank you so much again for shopping, and another warm welcome to you. But this is good. Nobody's on the lines for this. Is it the $19.99 price tag? Because I'm not digging it either. Do you see the big O-ring that it has? But do you know how there's actually a huge amount of engineering that goes into figuring out where to position the O-ring so that, let's go back to the hand, so that your crescent moon sits just the way it should. Because otherwise it could get a little weird, right? It could. And you really want this to sit in that vertical up and down, balance the way it is. Do you see that? There's no other way it can be done. It's just that beautiful way that it's going to maintain and really hold that substantial heft of the actual pendant, because it is almost 2 inches, but that beautiful way that it's going to look. Let me show you up close again, because I want to show you also how the finishing is done. And I'm waiting for a caller who might like a larger crescent moon piece with turquoise. Again, goes with everything. I would love this layered. Maybe you put a diamonds by the yard on first and have this layer as your longer length, but it's not even going to be $9.99. Just because I got to get these phone lines rocking. Got to make sure we make it happen. And welcome you into brand new. It's not $9.99, $8.88. Let's keep on going. $777 perhaps. The fact nobody's on the phone lines yet, it just motivates me to give you an even better price. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So incredible, so stunning, and yes, it's going to be better. I got to keep going. We don't have a caller yet, and I kind of know you love turquoise, or maybe put it with that the turquoise, as we call it, the SBT, BTY. That's the Sleeping Beauty turquoise by the yard. If you are lucky enough to have one, pair it up. Pair it up with this one and you're going to be really thrilled about it, but it's not even $699. I never thought I'd have to go this low, but then again, we still have the hoops sitting here, so that's a little shocker. So we've still got the turquoise hoops if you want them. They're a perfect match to this pendant, and it's not even $699. Solid gold. Look at the finishing on the inside. Smooth as silk up against the neckline. Shall we? Let's make it $5.99 instead. How about that? We'll give it 60 seconds to get it at home, and then we have about 13 minutes till the top of the hour arrives, and we got more to show you. And you know what I might do? I didn't think I'd have to, but we may very well run an auction or two tonight. Who knows? We may have to. Let you set your own price. It's been a minute since we've seen an auction, right? There's a brand new round Paraíba. Not that that one's going to be the auction piece, because it's really, really rare. But there is Paraíba that did sell for over $100,000 a carat that weren't a lot bigger than what I have for you tonight. And that was in a wholesale trade show. where you have to be a reseller to even get in. So that's pretty exciting. So make sure you stay with us because we're going to bring you a better value in Paraíba as we always do. So $5.99 and this one's here. All right, coming up, let's get to it. We've got turquoise lovers that can still grab the hoops, and then we do have, that's going to be it for my turquoise. The turquoise ring is sold from earlier. Here's the pendant. That's one only. First caller to get it. The earrings, the little hoops, which are really fabulous and really showy for being a half-inch size. They give you a lot of looks. You can still grab a pair of those if you'd like. And then let's also just say goodbye to a big pink diamond. And I know it's GIA certified. It's been marked down. This has been one of those that had I been a good little host and had we not had so many requests overwhelming us over the sale event, especially in the last few days, we would have gotten to this. Here's the deal. I'm going to make this a lot better than the discounted price would have been. You know how we wrapped up a sale, right? Let me compensate by bringing this price tag down, because this was supposed to be one of those that we eliminated from the vault and we just simply didn't have time to get to it. So instead, you get to get a better price tonight. And I got to make that really, really special if you obviously want to get something unique. This is a GIA certified pink diamond, so let's have a little bit of praise for that. It's 1122593. Yes, we're going to show you the cert. And the beauty of it is because, you know, we can only really certify bigger pink diamonds, right? They have to be substantial. And they got to be good if we're going to spend all this money, because a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, oh, maybe a GIA cert is just something that's free, right? We just send it off and they certify it, send it back. That's not how it works. That is not how the GIA works. These are very costly. There's a great deal of, I say, need to have one, especially when you're getting into the jumbo world of really cool, fancy colored diamonds like this is, because it's a 38-point stone. And I know in the world of a lot of gems, like maybe a topaz or a tanzanite or even a ruby or a sapphire, that may not be an enormous size. But let me tell you, in a 38-point natural pink diamond, it is an enormous size. Then we've added the bridge. We added the bridge mounting that just keeps on rocking the pinks and the white together to give you the contrast. How about this? It's also going to be in 14 karat solid gold. It's our 38-point stone. It has a 36-point additional pink diamond weight and then 75 points in the white diamonds. And somebody is going to scoop it up faster than I can say natural pink diamond, because it's just that really unusual stone that you've seen here, but it was $14,999. Now with your full complement of diamonds around it and the bridge setting and this beautiful color, and yes, that's a pear-shaped brilliant cut. And can we just give a shout out to the fact the center stone, which is so large, is even more saturated than the pink diamonds that are the side stones around it. So you've got a triple halo. That's set on top of a bridge mounting where there are multi-levels here of gold and pave, and here's the great cert. Look at this. Grading report is going to have the cert number, then a pair modified brilliant, and then its measurement, which is about a 3.6 by 5 point, what does that say? I can't read upside down from far, far away. So 5.8. So you've got a 5.8 by 3.6. That's the pear-shaped millimeter size. It's listed as a faint pink. And then you've got the SI1. That's important. Although there's no visible inclusions with a stone this size, you would really have to have a pretty sophisticated magnifying system. And then you've got, of course, no fluorescence. That's really key too. GIA has inscribed the stone, so the cert number is actually engraved into the interior of the stone. Here's your front and back clarity, and there's your clarity scale that is the GIA standard that we use worldwide. There's your colored diamond scale, also a standard. So the GIA is the one that really adheres, and they are the ones with the strictest standards of actually certifying stones. So keep that in mind. It's their cert or none, in my opinion, when it comes to diamonds. It's the only one that matters. And yet, like I said, we had this set up for the sale. Guess what the sale price would have been? It would have been $99.99. If you weren't with me over the last few days, we would have brought you 11% off. But you still know, and that's a significant discount, but that still would have been $88.99 to get the 38-pointer with all this incredible diamond weight around it. The beauty of it is, as promised, oh, look at that. Tony just putting up that would have been your rock bottom price during the sale event, which just wrapped up. So for anybody who says, yeah, the values aren't going to be there tonight because the sale is over, quite to the contrary here. This stone is going to prove it, because this was one of those really prized stones that I wanted to bring you more than anything. This was one of those significant prizes of the gems, because, you know, it's all about the rare. We brought out the really, really rare, the super opulent, the crazy high-end museum. This is one of them. We just didn't have time for it. You know, if you watch the shows, it was literally nonstop requests. So nobody asked for the 38-point pink, probably because it was a $15,000 ring. Now we get to bring it even lower, and you don't have to pay $88.99. You don't have to pay $8,000, $7,000, $6,000. This is getting a little absurd in the best way. You're getting it for even less. So how about that? We've saved you $2,000 so far. Let's go again, make it $58.99. Tell you what, we won't stop there either. So now it's $3,000 of additional savings off of what would have been if it was on Monday night or Sunday afternoon or Saturday or any of the days in the big 7-day sale. This instead is going even lower than $5,000. One of our collectors has to have it. I'll make it $49.99 to the very first caller, and that will be gone. And the GIA cert with it. So doesn't get much more specialty than that, and yet $49.99 when you would have paid $88.99, and I have a very strong feeling that would have been gone at $88.99 just a couple of days ago. And now you get to spend even less to get it home. And if you're a collector of the pinks, let me try it on for you so you can see how this bridge looks on the hand here, what that's going to look like. And of course, you know, if you are, you know, a little bit more shy around the bigger pieces and the more important pieces during a final sale event, like the previous event was, then now you've got that safety net of that money back guarantee as well. And that's really important too. So this one, I'm going to flip the other way, and then we're going to go ahead. Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you. That one's still available if you want it. Yeah. Turquoise pendant is verifying right now. And then there you have the pink diamond ring with the bridge. Fabulous mounting. Great look overall. $49.99 for a collector out there who wants an exquisite, I mean, really, truly exquisite pink diamond. As we take another look, where it's funny how you look at it, and GIA has pretty, you know, we've talked about their strict standards, right? But to call that a faint pink when clearly it has even more lavender to it visually than what you're seeing with that. I mean, you see the comparison right here from the center to the sides. Look at the comparison. That center stone, it would be tougher to get a bigger stone with that kind of saturation. And look what's happening. Oh, good. Ariana, are you excited about the designer earrings? Because Robin, I can't make tanzanite earrings like that, but we're working on some with designers, but I don't have the stones to make 1-inch tanzanite hoops. So Robin, I don't have anything like that, and we don't have the stones. So we're going to try to work with some other designers who might have smaller stones, but they won't be Blue Wing Block D, but we're working on tanzanite hoops, just don't have the capability of making them. And then Ariana, yes, you are correct. They are, and we're going to talk about that, and they are literally plated. The designer style in the smaller size, like what I'm wearing, are nearly $1,000. And they're plated sterling silver. We are doing gold, top of the hour is 4 minutes away. That's where we're going to unveil those designer earrings. And if you haven't seen them, well, you've been living under a jewelry rock, so to speak, because they're everywhere. They are the omnipresent earring. They were on the red carpet on Sunday at the most, if you ask me, the most fashionable of awards events. They were, they're just on everybody. And so we're going to get you a chance to own them in gold. But let's do a quick little wheel here as we get ready to finish off the first hour, but of course, top of the hour is really exciting because that's when those designer teardrop earrings, which I'm going to show you, by the way, they work in first primary piercings and second piercings alike. So we'll show them to you both ways. So that's going to be coming up. And it's only what? We're literally 3.5 minutes away from those designer earrings being unveiled, which are also really limited, really limited. And if you have anybody who's the fashionista of the family or the always on with the trends and always really like super, super keen on what's happening in fashion, they need to have these just like you do. So it might be a gifting moment. And like Easter basket, Valentine's Day, also ready to ship. So yes, they'll be arriving before Valentine's Day, which is a week from today. So let's take one last look at the pink diamond. I'm going to set up one more item and we're going to show that to you before we go. I just cannot wait for these designer earrings. But let's do a quick little, you know, instead of a wheel, I'm just going to show you this gorgeous aqua because I've got a beautiful aqua here. And I know we don't have time for a wheel necessarily because we're just minutes away. And I know you're excited about the earrings, me too. Let's take a look at this gorgeous designer aquamarine ring. Oh, loving it. So this one's going to be, and it's got a lot of pave, but this is like a petal that's open through the middle and then it kind of fans out. Really cool, almost like a leaf meets a petal in pave, and it's really specialty. And yes, it's a carat 73 in Sierra Santa Maria, so that's a really good size stone actually. Very good size. And then you have this exquisite look of the newer designer style in this floral, which is going to be item number 1122458. And this is just a specialty piece here, and it's got a bigger overall look to it. The diamond weight is going to be 41 points for you, and we will try it on. I feel like there's also a top and bottom to it. You see how this side is more rounded, and then this one other side is going to come more to a point. So you know, the same way you decide whether you want your pear shapes pointing up or down, well, the same thing can happen here, and there's your diamond weight. So here's what it looks like if we have that point, because it's a little different top to bottom there. So see how I've got a little more of a point there, and then this side's more rounded. You can choose how you want to put it on, but we also are going to do white, yellow, or rose gold. And since we only have 2 minutes now till the top of the hour, and our phone lines are about to get very busy again, we're going to do something wild right now. There's your pave. Look at that bright, bright sky blue. Just, we're dedicated to the best of aqua. We're kind of like that with everything. We only want to bring you the premium best, at least while we can. We know tanzanite's running out. We know there are certain things that are running a little limited. So is Sierra Santa Maria in our collection. So make sure you get them very, very quickly. But here's what we're going to do for price tag. Instead, just so we can make it really quick here with about a minute left to the top of the hour, it's got a $29.99 deal. I'm going to take it way, way, way lower than that for you. And we're going to make it happen. If you'd like it, you can have it for, I was going to do $9.99. Let's really get you ready. And maybe then you stay on the phone lines for the incredible designer earring that's coming up. Fashion, fashion, fashion time. It's fashion time. Get ready to be the fashionistas out there. But this is going to be, you know what, better than even $9.99. We will give it a final 60 seconds. I'm going to take it even lower. Got to make sure this goes before we run out of time in this hour. It's not $8.88. That's a nearly 2-carat aquamarine. Very few of our aquamarines here are 2 carats in size. This one is just shy of 2 carats, huge diamond weight as well at almost a ½ carat. You're choosing the gold. I always like to recommend the white gold with the aqua. It's the best way to go. Trust me when I tell you, the yellow gold tends to be a little bit, kind of give a little color and a little secondary color to the aqua. So you're best off in the white gold, I would say. But let's make this really simple and easy and not even do $8.88 or $7.99. Let's make it $7.77 to the very first caller who wants that aqua. And you can have a really good designer look in its own right. And then we're about to get to our big, big, big time designer featured piece of the night, which is going to be these really affordable designer earrings that everyone's doing their version of because it's just so hot, and I don't think anybody in their right mind should have to pay $1,500 for the large size. Well, they're really $1,350 for the large size, and then we're going to go through because they do a sterling and then they do a gold-plated version, and they're almost $1,000 for the size that we're going to bring you. So very excited about this. It's coming up, and ours are in gold, nothing but gold, and made in, oh, let's see, a place called Italy, where they really know how to make some very high quality gold designs and do it right. So we're going to have those coming up, but our final 60 seconds on that aquamarine, and let me know if you like it. It's a beautiful color and a great motif around it. Okay, so if you have not been introduced to these earrings yet, it's the omnipresent earring. It's been that way for some time. I want to welcome you to our Wednesday night show. Glad you're with us tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. And we're about to show you an earring that is cooler than anything we've ever done before. And I mean that because it is the height of fashion. It is the height of designer. And everybody's got their version now, right? But even the big designer who started this all-out trend, they do a version which obviously it's meant to be, and you've seen these. I've been wearing them in the second piercing. We'll show you because obviously they're intended for the first, but you can work them either way. It's like a take of a teardrop, but it's very dimensional. So they have this teardrop that is slightly tilted, and then it's meant to give you this big solid gold look. You can't do it in solid gold. It would be way too heavy for your ear. So the designer doesn't do it that way. This is a designer that is mostly known for handbags. At least I think. They do fashion, they do ready to wear, they do bags. Let me put it this way. Their bags, now I'm a bag girl. I love handbags. I'm obsessed. I'm a collector. I'm opening a museum of my collection. I've been collecting them since I could carry one pretty much. I gotta say, they are bags that have the woven, because I can't say designer names, but there are 2 letters, and the first letter of their name is the same letter as the first letter of my last name. And you know this. They do the woven handbags that are no bigger than this, and they are literally $6,800 for the woven leather handbags. So they do an earring now that is kind of just, It's been that thing that's sort of like the new classic. And it's not like this is a trend piece. It's in solid gold, and I think it's a look that's here to stay. But it's become it's kind of got like this cult following where everybody's doing their own version. But here's the thing. The designer does a small and they do a large. The large version, which you've seen me wear on the air twice, they're $13.50. They are plated. They are a gold plating over sterling silver and hollow. They do a small version, which is going to be more equivalent to what we're bringing you here. And their smaller versions, same thing. There's either a sterling silver version or there's a gold plated version. That is like a micron or two of gold on top of sterling silver, right? The sterling silver version in the small size is $780. The plated version in the small size is $820 from the big designer. That's what this is mimicking here, except ours are solid gold. Now they're still hollow, but this is not a plated process. They are solid gold. They obviously have to be hollow because they otherwise would be, even in the small version, way too weighty. So we're about to show them to you. They're the most beautiful. It looks like a big puffy teardrop, and yet they're comfortable. They're post and butterfly backing. They're solid mirror finish all the way around, so you're always going to get that really bold shine. I'm wearing them in a second piercing now, and they're set at an angle. You're going to see them in a primary piercing, which is, I think, how most of you are going to wear them. But I'm going to show you both side by side so you can see which one, or if you want to stack, you could, because you couldn't do that with the big version. Although I was at a basketball game a few weeks ago, and that's exactly what I did. I did the big version in my primary, and then I put a little hoop between, and then I did the smaller version in my third piercing. So, you know, the photos are online. So I did do that recently, but you know, it's up to you, whatever your aesthetic is. But let's take a look at these because they're made in Italy. You've been asking us for more just solid gold pieces like these are, very limited, and nobody's on the phone lines yet. So, you know, I think with that kind of like introduction, you're going, well, if they're solid gold, they're going to be more. If the designer gets $820 for a plated version, what are the solid gold going to be? Well, you know we're here to bring you value, right? And I know they're going to sit on their sides here for the moment, but let me just show you all the angles because this is what's so cool. And there is that, you see that beautiful, boy, if I didn't know better, I would think those are 18 karat gold just because they're very buttery. This is, you know, every alloy, every factory does it a little differently with their alloys. So even at 14K, they can sometimes, because Italian factories oftentimes use a little different mix to their metals so that it's got that really rich buttery color. It's item number 1123018. I'm going to show you the plaque on the inside that says made in Italy. There's a plaque back here that's got your, there it is right there. It's got the 14K on the left, and it's got the Italian stamp on the right. So that's what's in the back of the earring. You see there's a post and butterfly. These are going to be the traditional butterfly backings, and they are 1/2 inch in their drop, which I will show you. They are yellow gold only. That's it, because you know the Italians, they really love their yellow gold. Do we have anybody who likes these, or we have any of our really fashion forward gals with us tonight who want something really of the moment, but also I think going to be your new favorite, your new classic? You think you might wear them just while we ride the trend, but I think we're looking at really potentially a new classic here that we're going to see for a long time to come, because I can honestly say I haven't seen a brand new design kind of take the world by storm the way this has. I can't remember the last time a new kind of design really became so vastly interpreted by so many, but that's really what this design is all about. So we'll give you great value. They're made in Italy. They've got a post and butterfly backing. They're 1/2 inch in their length, which I'll show you here. And what's great about it too is that you've got this really, I love the smooth finish of them. I love the fact that it's all just really beautifully mirror finished from all the different directions. And again, you see it's dimensional. It's not flat. This isn't like a little hoop. It's not narrow. You see that kind of chubby design that it's got all the way around. That little plaque is in the back. You see how that distinctive point that happens at the very top. We just want to give them away. I know that this may not be for everybody, but if you love a really cool, what looks actually when you wear them like you're wearing a big kind of puffy hoop design, but then there's that little point at the top. Look how they look from the side profile. And because they have so much dimension, others will see that when you wear them. So yellow gold, super limited. They're supposed to be $888. I don't have well, we've got 2 callers. Well, maybe we just sell 2. That's fine too, but I'll tell you, when they're ready to go, made up for you, and we can ship them tomorrow, you may, actually, they're a little bit more than 1/2, so let me just point that out. Let's get a little more specific here. 5/8 of an inch, top to bottom actually. 5/8 of an inch, you're gonna see them on. You see how the post is lower than the very top point there? Get these, you're never going to ever regret it. I promise you that. Made in Italy design. Again, the designer does their small version. They do them for $820. It is a gold plating. These are not plated. You see the shine. I know they pick up a little glare when we sit up close with them. You've got to see them on. And I just decided, again, forgive me if you don't love the look. It's okay. But I want to prove to you, for anybody who does have more than one piercing, how they're going to look when you wear them first and second. That's how they will look. And I don't see anything at all. And let me just kind of position them. You can kind of turn them how you want. But let me just show you how they would look so you can see that for being a beautiful kind of more bulbous style in that teardrop, it still works if you want to stack them up the ear. So you can do that as well. It's the same earring, but do you see how now this one, you're seeing a little different angle on it just because of the way my piercing is done. And so the way it's in, you can actually see that it's a little bit more, this one's straight on, and you see how when you see it straight on, it just looks like a hoop from the front. And then this one is tilted a little bit turned, so you're seeing a little more of the profile of the earring. If you love them, we're not going to make them $888. This is how they'll stack beautifully with other things. I had them on earlier with the turquoise hoop. I remember I had these in the primary and then I had the turquoise hoop behind it. So you can stack them with a lot of other things. But if you'd like a pair, you know what? We got to make this affordable. Only have a few pairs to go around. Let me remind you, they will be there in time for Valentine's Day. That is a week from now. So these need to go out to you really quickly. Let's take another look up close at the pair. I just took one pair and stacked them up. So maybe you want to get more than one. How affordable can gold get in an era when gold is not affordable and gold continues to spike and continue to go up and continue to be more money? How affordable can we make earrings? Well, I'm going to show you, because if the designer does, by the way, right now, our price is $68 more than the designer. The designer, let me reiterate, does a micron of gold over sterling. We don't do sterling silver. We have gold, just gold, 14K gold. That is a huge step up in metal. Now, I know we're not the designer, but it is the same look, and it's the size of their small version. The big version goes for $1350. It's also plated. So right now it's $68 more, and you don't have to go with plating. You don't have to get sterling. We have 25 pairs to go around. We have 7 people on the phone lines now. This price is crashing far below $888. So if you think you're on the fence, come on in, because you're going to want them. And get them for daughters, get them for granddaughters, nieces, best friends, sisters, mom, whoever it is that loves jewelry. They're going to lose their minds when they see this. They will, because everyone's seen it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows. And listen, if you have not, on the off chance you have not seen this earring everywhere to this point, you will start to see them everywhere. Turn on the TV, open up a magazine, get on a social media account and look at your favorite people that you love to follow who are high fashion, from, you know, the people all over television. Anybody in the public eye, they're wearing these earrings, myself included. I've worn them twice on the air in the big version. Let's get them to you for better than $888. Better than $820, which is what the designer gets for the plating. Better than even, what's half of that? What's half of that? $410. Look, she can do math. $410. They're not $410. I've taken them half of the designer price. Again, ours are gold. No plating, just gold. They're not even $410. This is why if you're getting one, you're going, no, no, no. I got to get 2, 3, 4 pairs. They're all yellow gold. They're that 5/8 of an inch. Look at how they have presence to them. I have stacked a couple together, and look at the presence they give you. Look at the beauty they look from across the room. From way far away, you can see them, and they gleam and they glow. And you know how mirror finished gold, you guys are always asking about, what's that shining ring I always see her wear? It's my signet ring. There are no diamonds in it. It's just gold. But you see how it catches the light. You see how it shimmers and shines. These do the same thing all the way around, and they're comfortable. And they're not even $410 or $399. What? Even our turquoise hoops were $399. These are not. Even $399. Get as many pairs as you want. Operators, will you let me know how many you're getting, please? Because again, 25 pairs, not going to last very long. And they're only going to be $299. So that way, if you want to try them and you're not sure, Well, remember, you can try them, and if you don't absolutely love these, you send them right on back to me, and I will buy any pair that comes back myself, because I will gift these to everyone I know who doesn't want to pay $13.50 or $8.20 for a plated designer earring. Yes. Yeah, what's that? Oh, you got the hoops? Is that the last pair? Or are you talking about the pendant? The earrings? You got it. All right, so we're counting down those earrings, which is a good time to mention if you want a Sleeping Beauty hoop with diamonds and Sleeping Beauty turquoise and gold. They were $3.99. All right, last call, 60 seconds. Let's go. This is, trust me, you're going to see them everywhere, and you're going to call tomorrow, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, can I please? I didn't believe her, and now I really want to have a pair. Can I call in and get a pair? We don't have any more than this 25 pairs that are about to sell out. And oh my gosh, you guys have asked me every day, every single day that I've been here, which is 7.5 years almost, okay? I'm approaching the 7.5 year mark of being at TVON every single day almost. And you know what? You're always asking me for more just gold. You want to see just gold. Can I have more gold pieces? Can I have more just gold? I don't need diamonds. I don't need gems. I don't need diamonds. I don't need sparkle. I need everyday wearable. Let's take a look at them on. You've got 2 more pairs. Everyone's getting 2, it sounds like, right? Sounds like everybody I'm hearing from is getting at least 2 pairs. Take advantage of it. Look how pretty those are on. Yee. You will love wearing them, and trust me, everybody's going to go, oh my goodness, you splurged on the designer earrings. Oh, you got that big designer earring on. I'm seeing everywhere. You will, and if you haven't seen them yet, like I said, you will. You will start to see them everywhere. They're just, it's such a cool look. The designer does a small version, they do a large version. They do both, and again, the small version is $820 for plating. You got to get one. These are not plated. They're not solid, they're hollow. Again, we need them to be comfortable. I don't want you to have an uncomfortable heavy earring. So they are hollowed out, but they're solid gold, meaning there's no plating here. Everything that makes up the earring, from the backing to the post, they are a post and butterfly backing. Yes, they're in 14 karat, but I'll tell you the alloy this factory in Italy uses looks very buttery, like 18K. Ariana gets it. She says, yes, these are, yes, she's got, if anybody's on YouTube, Ariana's, I can't say it for legal reasons, Ariana, I can't say the designer name, but you know. And yes, these are the ones that are, the designer, it's pretty much, you've hit it on the head. They're pretty much fashion jewelry, right? It's pretty much fashion jewelry when it's a plated over sterling, right? That's pretty much fashion. You can't even call that fine jewelry when you have platings, but this is so cool how they hug. They've got that little kind of puffy teardrop. They almost look like a hoop at first until you see the angles and see the detail. And then you realize, no, that's a high style. That's an updated, that's a 2024 hoop. That's a 2024 look. It's not really even a hoop. It's like a drop that almost looks like a hoop from the front, but it's really a drop. If you think they're like everything else you have, trust me, unless you went it to you know where, to go buy them for $13.50 or $8.20, depending on the size you got, you don't have these earrings. And this is the way to go. And instead of giving a knockoff that's going to look bad in a couple of days, get the gold that will never, ever, ever turn. And yes, exactly. No, you're right. Yes, Ariana's pointing out that there's a big designer who has the double consonants that interlock, and most of their jewelry is completely faux. And you are right, Ariana. I am well versed in that community of the designer world. I'm a designer. I'm a sucker for designer stuff. I love it. I will not stand for what they charge for jewelry, because look at that. That's just so much better. And had I known these were coming, I would have bought these instead. And you better believe I'm going to get this small version if there's any left. You got to get them. They're great for gifting. And again, they go right out. These are made. This is not something you're waiting a week for. This is something that's going out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're shipping them to you. So depending on where you live, you could have them on Friday, Saturday, or Monday of next week, which is well in time for Valentine's. So we'll go back and take another close-up look. I just stacked 2 to show you how they do stack. So before you think they're too big for a second piercing, I don't think they are. I think they're perfect. Are sold out. The turquoise hoops are sold out. So wanted to update you on that. Turquoise hoops are gone. We still have a gold necklace coming up with 2 chain links in one. That's really special. Our aqua is still here. Aqua. That aqua that I showed you right before we kicked off this top of the hour is still here for $777. And then we have, what else brand new? Oh, I've got the round Paraíba. That is so stunning. So you've been asking for more gold. We're doing our best to oblige, but it's not easy to make gold at values like this when you're talking about of the moment style and solid gold when everybody else is doing the plating or the mystery metals. And to spend $820 on a plated process is a big no-no. Okay, coming up, we're going to be getting a move on here. We got a lot to show you tonight. We only have about an hour and 40 minutes left. And how are we doing on this quantity? Because I got to admit, I have lost track. Most people are getting 2, right? Andy, did you get 2 as well? You got a pair? Oh, 3 in total over there. Who else getting them?
We got Ed and Jan.
Hi, Ed and Jan. Jen. Dawn, thank you all so much. That's not it, but that was just Andy. That's who he talked to. So Jess is getting a pair as well. How are we doing on quantity? 25 to go around. Got to be almost sold out. Last chance, last call. And then only one more gold piece made in Italy today, but it's a necklace, and it's 2 gorgeous links, both now. How about paperclip? How about Rolo? How about bringing them together in a high designer, high style necklace? We'll have that for you as well. Plus lots of color. Don't think we're without our famous colored gems and diamonds. We've got plenty of that for you all night long, but please get those earrings and just know they're going to be to you in time for Valentine's Day. That's pretty impressive. So it's a week from today. So we really have just a few days to get them to you, and that's not a problem. We will have as many as you need, and think about even like, wouldn't that, I mean, there's kind of something that I'm loving. I keep thinking about Easter baskets because I'm a grown woman, but I still, you know, if I was anywhere near my mother, she would still do an Easter basket for me. I'm sure she would, because, you know, we'd like to do little Easter gifts and things like that. So there's something that's almost like could be that perfect little Easter egg kind of look here that might be great for gifting to, you know, get the loves that you have in your life for Easter. But just an idea. So they're really fabulous, and grab them before they're gone, because just like the earrings that we had, the hoop earrings that we had earlier with the turquoise and diamonds that are sold out, these will follow and do the same. Okay, coming up, we're on our way, and I'll keep in my second piercing throughout the evening, so you'll be seeing them. We do have a color change spinel. We've got, one thing that we needed more of over the event that we wrapped up was big emerald, and I did bring out a 258 that I can bring down in price for you. So we have a really special Chivor emerald. I got to show it to you. These earrings are in last call, so definitely grab those as you can. Do you want a pair as well? Let me know, Andy, if you have any other questions. Wow, hello, Chivor cushion cut square. Check that out. That's going to be 112-2705, and we're into our color now. Look at that. Isn't that a great stone? Big stone, too. Of course, if it's 258, it's only going to look like a 5 carat because it's emerald. So emerald's going to look and appear a lot larger than it weighs. We know that, but you're going to see it in full illustration here. It's a 258. Now, Chivor is still Colombian. There are 2 main, really well-known mines when it comes to Colombian emeralds, and it's Muzo, which tends to produce the darker material, and it's Chivor, which tends to be the brighter material, cleaner, i.e. brighter. So when you get cleaner, you get a little more glow. It tends to be, I'll tell you, what's great about this stone is it's not lighter in color either. Sometimes the Chivor gives you a little more clarity and shine, but sometimes it can go backwards a little on color and be a little lighter than what we desire. Not the case here. You see how bright it is, 258, carat 06 in fabulous diamonds. And it's gonna be a really quick last call here because there's only one and we had a need for more of them. So it's my job to take the $69.99 price and bring it way down. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's take a look though from a distance and see that size. And a remarkable classic setting style here. Look at this. What a great piece. What do you think? Isn't that a good look? It's a good style, right? That's just it. That's how bright it is. It appears from, what, we're like 2-3 feet away now? Not all up in its face. Look at how just the whole thing looks completely clear. And I don't mean void of color clear. I mean just clean all the way throughout. We got to do something with $69.99, like get rid of it. No longer $69.99 first. Caller. Who's it going to be? We have one. And there it is, where you at the viewpoint where you are intended to see every last little teeny tiny inclusion, and yet look how overall the glow is. Stunning, isn't it? It's for one caller, and it's $38.88. That's it for the best and brightest of our Chivor Colombian. I know there's a whole list in line of you who want those Chivor emeralds for their glow, for their clarity they give. And that one is definitely delivering. So that's a great one there. We have a heart-shaped yellow diamond, speaking of Valentine's Day. It's a big 2 carat 33. There's also a really special star ruby piece that's got star rubies, multiples together. We have that one for you. And then also, speaking of rubies, anybody looking for the ultimate museum ruby? Because we have that as well. Have you ever seen a ruby look like that. Yeah, more like a red diamond kind of look, but it's in a natural corundum. So we will see that tonight too. And pink diamond earrings are here, but I have to show you our find. And when it comes to color from Tucson, because do you know that every Paraíba we had, there was not one single stone in Paraíba that was loose. That sounds familiar because it's what is happening right now with Blue Wing Block D. There's no more Blue Wing Block D that's loose. I just had a couple customers in the last few days. They sending me pictures and design this, make this, build this, customize this. I can't do it because we don't have the loose stones. So everything that we have in Blue Wing Block D is set and is already ready to go out the door in whatever design it's in. And there are very few of those. What we're about to show you is something really special. We have a thrill here, and it's a really good Paraíba. Every single stone we've had in Paraíba has been set in an option that you've probably seen at this point. You've seen there's one in a signature mounting, there's a couple in some smaller stones that are under a carat that are in some basic, double halos. We needed something new. We found one great stone, and this is where there were some released in Tucson, which hadn't happened in the previous, 5 or 6 different trade shows that happen all over the world. There hadn't been any Paraíba really for sale. It was just being held by the few people that had it. They were holding on to it. They weren't selling it. They weren't offering it. They weren't actually going to discount it, of course. Well, what we're going to do right now is bring you our newest, latest that we got busy, and we got in a bridge setting for you tonight. When, keep in mind, everybody returned on Monday night late, about, actually it was about 3 a.m., so it was real late. But this is when we had to get to you because it's going to be a just under 1 carat stone. Here's the kicker, it's a round. It's a glittering, gleaming, diamond-esque round. It is so gorgeous and bright. As a result of being a round, you get this pop, this clarity. It's so beyond. Take a look at this because you think that's bright. Wait till you see this Paraíba that I'm bringing out on the early side because look at it. Perfect blues, perfect greens. And if you're thinking, but didn't you just say there were some that sold for $100,000 a carat in wholesale? That's true, but it wasn't this one. Oh no. This one we got to come in close. 1122963. I've had a lot of Paraíbas since 2004. 20 years of Paraíba. Actually, April would be the anniversary of 20 years of Paraíba on TV. How exciting is that? And yet here we are, amazingly. Now, what we didn't know 20 years ago when I started debuting it, we did not know that it was going to be so short-lived. We didn't know the 3 major sources would be mined out in a matter of years. Didn't know that I'd be talking about extinct Paraíba stones when it came to just 2012, 2013, 2014. Look at this gem. 77 points is your carat weight in the perfect round. Just a little bit. I'll tell you right now, that mounting always is going to hold about a 1 carat stone. It's going to be a 95-point diamond weight with it as well. That's the halo, right? It's sitting up and around your Paraíba, but up above your double row that runs throughout side to side in the bridge. It is fantastic. For those that don't want to give up anything when it comes to Paraíba, including great value, if you're one of those, that's been the issue with Paraíba, by the way. Do you understand that about Paraíba right now is that even if you're thinking, well, if only, people say this all the time, well, if only I won the lottery, I could buy all the jewelry I wanted. And there's some truth to that, but when it comes to Paraíba, the big issue is what happens with a lot of rare collectible stones really has always happened this way, where there's a lot more wealth in the world than there are collectible stones. And I'm not just talking about any stone, but I'm talking about super rare stones that are very limited by Mother Nature, that are mined out like this one is, that, let's face it, from the get-go only had 3 sources. For a while it was just Brazil. Later there was a discovery in Africa. Both Mozambique and Nigeria had small deposits as well, and that's been it. They have got, we've been all fighting for the same material, which is why everyone's been hanging on to it. It's why vendors and dealers and resellers and designers aren't willing to part with them, because what's out there is out there. We're all essentially fighting over the same few stones, the same finite level of material. So this is the way to get your Paraíba that is that bright, don't give up clarity, don't give up glow, don't give up size, don't give up specialty cutting. You get it all right here in this stone, and yet it's going to be yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold. I just need a caller because here's been the problem as TVON's brought them. They're still about $15,000. And that's been challenging. Now, are we going to beat everybody in the wholesale world? Yes. Are we going to beat everybody in the retail world? Of course. But that's still something that a lot of you have been admiring from afar because of the price tags. It's inevitable with a stone this rare. We're going to bring you a value of a lifetime right here, right now. And I've got a mounting that it's set up in here. Let's be clear and watch this. Again, I got to just shadow this light here because look at that in total darkness. There's the full light. Watch this as I put my hand in front of that light and shade the entire light. And look what's happening with that Paraíba. Still bright, still neon, still glistening. That is the beauty of this neon stone. And it's such a rarity and it's a collectible, but you're still going to wear it. I hope you won't just put it away and save it. It is collectible to do that, but it's also durable enough to wear it. And what we need to do is take a $9,999 TVON price tag for our What's New Wednesday tonight and make it a lot better. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We do need a caller, though, on the phone lines quickly. Let's change the gold if you want to. If you don't want it in white gold, I would recommend it. If you want it in yellow rose, go ahead. We'll do it for free. But it's also not going to be $99.99. This is a much better value, and this is why we live for pieces like this. Because when we're just moving jewelry. That's the same concept as when we did our big safe sell-off for the last 7 shows. We're still doing that here tonight, but with a really rare piece that we didn't see anything like. I did have a 2-carat 28. It was about $15,000. We got that way down. We did have a 1-carat 30. That's gone. That was $8,000. This is where, again, that was old stock. This is a piece that was just acquired as of literally Sunday afternoon, as the show was wrapping up, after a long, arduous negotiation. And let me tell you why it was a deal. It was part of a big buy that we made that was completely unrelated to Paraíba tourmaline. And such a big buy that this piece was essentially the throw-in. That was the deal. It was kind of like the last straw that got the deal done, was throw that in at a really great value, practically free, so we can then pass that savings along to you. So this is where, do you have an opportunity to get, did I just say that 4-letter F word? I did. Free? Yeah. I know, Tony freaked out for a minute. No, it's just the word free. It's a great word. I wish I could say it more often. I wish I could. Free. It's so freeing to say free. And it feels good because it's also not even going to be $99.99. Let me put it up on the auction block and see if we have anybody watching. And I mean literally, truly, let's see if we have anybody watching. Why? Because I'm going to make this irresistible. Irresistible. I want to save you money. And that means because of the special circumstance surrounding this stone, we can do that. And we don't have to ask for $9,000, $8,000, $7,000. You know this mounting costs us over $3,800, right? Just to make the mounting. The mounting is the diamonds and the gold. The mounting is what that's set in. The mounting is everything but the center stone. So that costs $3,800. We're at 7. We're at 6. We're at 5. We're at 4. What if we just do $3,800 and hello, there's that word again, free. The stone is free. Now, technically, I just saw my jewelers today, and I rarely get to see them because usually they're leaving right before I get here, right? Because they're here during the day, I'm here during the evening. We overlapped today, got to see everybody because they're working hard on sizing and shipping and all that good stuff for getting all that sale event merchandise out the door. But I got to say, this is as fresh and up-to-date a mounting price as we can get you because I specifically asked about this mounting, and it was $3,862 for the mounting by itself as of today. That's from our factory because we manufacture it. We made it. So we know the price. It's not even $38. So who would like a free Paraíba? Is it an okay stone? Is it a good stone? Is it a great stone? No, it's an excellent stone. I can't use the perfect word when it comes to a natural stone because obviously I don't want to imply it's perfect. There's going to be an inclusion on a microscopic level somewhere in the stone. But this is going to be a free gem right now that's only the one the world is fighting over. That was $100,000 a carat in Tucson just a few days ago. And now it's not even $3,800. That's the mounting price. This is an auction. I'm going to see if we have any Paraíba fans out there with us tonight. And if you are, and if you've waited for one of the most affordable ones we've ever had, well, guess what? This is it. $10 increment. I know it's been like 2 weeks since we've even done an auction, so I realize this could be a little bit jarring, but take a look. There it is. And that's going to be better than 38, 37, 36. You better believe it. We're going to make this, and I hope somebody calls in to get this started because it's going to be white, yellow, or rose gold. in your size, whatever you need. Let's take a look at that. And I'm going to do it for $3,500 to start. And no, there's nothing else here priced like that. So $35 to get that gleaming, glistening, beautiful, bright neon stone. And we'll give it 60 seconds. And it's going to be the newest piece in my collection if it somehow stays here. No doubt about it, because that is a collectible that at this point, at that value, you might just consider just turning it around and flipping it, reselling it, because it's just that good. So we have no open. Oh my goodness. This is one for the ages here. That's a free stone. Nobody is doing free Paraíba. They were $100,000 a carat in wholesale literally 2 days ago. Well, I guess now it'd be 3 days ago. So this is it. 35 seconds to get it started. I don't know. We don't have an open. I don't get it. We still have the designer earrings here too. And they were only $299. So go figure. This is the value to get a hold of. And it's that premium cut. It's diamond cut round. Check it out. Look at that. And it's not even facing up to eye level. Watch as this comes up to eye level and you see even more beauty, brilliance. It's blues and greens. You know that's what it's supposed to be, right? A Paraíba is 50-50. Blues and greens. It's supposed to be the two colors together, blended, but then with a pop of neon. Who do you have there, Jason? Do you have the open? You've got it. And who is it at $3,500? From where? Oh my goodness. Susan, was she at the Tucson show? Considering she resides in the state. Was she there? She's not buying it back from us. She didn't she's not the one that did the deal and got us this deal, right? And she's buying it back because she's having seller's remorse. Like, oops, I shouldn't have parted with that stone, but I did. We have the open, we're gonna sell it. Susan in Arizona is poised to get it, but we have a $10 increment, so don't let that stop you. Just because Susan's in the lead, we're planning on getting a lot of action and a lot of bidding. Because how could we not? This is the most insane deal. I started the stone in 2004. I brought it to TV. I was on the air that night for, what was it, Tony, 8 or 9 hours straight. We were planning on, because we had long shows then where we broke it up because they were long shows. So we had 2 shifts, right? There was a prime time and then there was a later shift, right? It was 3 and 4 hours, right? So 7 hours. Ended up being the whole show. We brought everything, sold it all out in one night. The entire parcel that I debuted, this was a different era, 2004. I was selling loose gems, okay? And the whole 7 hours ended up being Paraíba, sold every single one. It was supposed to last months. I ended up selling the whole parcel out that one night. That was back 20 years ago. 20 years ago, almost to the month. And even then, that stone would not have sold for $3,500. And that was loose. That was just slinging the rocks. That was like sending you a stone in a box. And then you'd have to figure out what to do with it. And this mounting, we just discussed it, is a almost $3,900 mounting from our factory. And now the whole ring's at $35. Makes no sense. But that's when it's a deal, right? So let's give it a final 2 minutes and we'll see if anybody else wants to bid. We're looking for 3510 or more. Susan in Arizona is in the lead. She's our open. We'll see if anybody else wants to keep it going. Take a look at it and final 2 minutes, because why not? Let's just send it out. Yes, and we're looking for 3510. Let me try it on again. Remember, white, yellow, or rose gold in your size. Go true to size on this one and we'll see where it goes. But that is one major value. That's for sure. I cannot get over this. And oops to me. I mean, I made the decision to do this. Probably too low. Yeah, it's too low. That's too low of a price tag for a Paraíba, especially a round, especially a what looks like a 1 carat all day. Obviously, it's got the dimension, the diameter, the millimeter size of a round. It's just a 77 pointer, and it's all that gorgeous faceting. Look at that. That sparkle that almost looks like, people are going to say, do you have like a turquoise diamond? Is that what that is? Is that like a turquoise diamond? It's really beautiful, and we have a final now, 75 seconds left to get you in. Make the phone call now, because, you know, it's been a while since we've been able to do an auction, so maybe it's going to take a minute to get back in the groove, but it would be a shame. So maybe that was my bad to choose this one to be our first auction in several weeks. Probably not the best idea to put something up so monumental, so important, so specialty, and we now have a final 50 seconds, and we're verifying 3510 maybe, so let's see what we got. I heard a phone ring. Did y'all hear that? I heard, hark, the beautiful sound of a phone ringing. Let's see if it's a bidder. Let's see if we've got 3510. Yes or no. I'll change the gold color if you want us to. Let's see what we got, because I know the clock is about to wrap up, and so this is the way to go. Did you ask her? Was she in Tucson? Is she a dealer? Did she sell it to us? You didn't ask? Oh, I meant that seriously. Like, I really want to know. Is she a dealer? Was she at the trade show? I mean, I know it's a long shot, but you never know. Trust me, plenty of dealers shop this show. It's not just jewelry lovers. We got people in the biz who are shopping this show. So 10 seconds left. Let's see if we got 3510. We'll give it a last call. And here we go. 30, you have it? Do you have 3510? Yes, no, you got it? Jess, yes, no, Andy, Tim, anybody? That's it? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. Gone. And here come the calls. Okay, get over it. To tell myself to just get over that. I know we had a couple people trying, oh, okay, that's the perfect way. See, I feel like I need the power of Superwoman right now. And this is the stone that's going to be perfect. The perfect Superwoman stone right there. That's it. Superwoman. 1122764. I have one kunzite that looks like that. And this has just got simple, best color. Look at the amount. It's more purple than it is pink. I mean, we always talk about a good kunzite. It's going to have a little bit of secondary lavenders or purples. This is more purple. Purple is the dominant color here, and it's a secondary pink. And it's also a 13 karat 42 fancy cut. Is it Superman? Is it Superwoman? Or I don't know. Maybe this is the anti-sell, because I've said this before, but I think it looks like home plate. 50 days left till baseball season, but who's counting? Not me. 50 days from today, but that's just me. Let's do this. It's our big 1342. It has 39 points in diamonds, classic halo. Why not? Customize it, show that off, right? It's a special cut, so we might as well really emphasize that with the halo. Perfectly surrounding it. It also happens to be best bright color. If you don't want to have something that everybody else has. Well, kunzite's a good start to that because it's a rare stone. But if you also want to go a step further, this is it. This is the way to go, and that's what it looks like on. So don't be shy about it. It's not overwhelming, even though it's 13.5 carats. It doesn't overwhelm the hand. Obviously, you could point it this way or flip it around and point it this way. You can do whatever you want to do there, but look at that color. This is just premium kunzite, and I'm blowing it out for $19.99 right now. Just because, again, it's another one of those pieces that didn't quite make the sale, just we ran out of time. And by the way, it would have been $29.99, and 11% off would have brought it down to about $26.69. And instead, I just took about $700 extra off that to get it tonight instead, just so we can make it like, you know, really, really extra special and move it on out. So that's a one only. We do have a gold necklace coming up, our last made in Italy piece for tonight. Solid gold, links, lariat style, stunning. Multiple ways to wear it, great different lengths to wear it at. We'll try to make that really affordable, even though it's a lot of gold. Did anybody see the other day on national TV they were selling gold for like $400 a gram? Yeah, we're gonna do a lot better. Okay, coming up, and we still have those beautiful designer drops for you. If you'd like to have those, give us a call. You can still pick up. I think we've got 3 left on the pairs of the designer drops. Those really, you know, high-end designer, super chic. And then let me show you this because it's kind of fun here. This Wild Star Ruby design. It's a brooch and a pendant, 2 ways to wear it. And let's take a look at this because it is some high style, very rare. And we had something similar the other day that sold very quickly. And had I known we had something so similar at the time, I would have brought this out because we had a lot of people that missed out. But 112-1468 is the number. Those are, have you ever seen star rubies together? Besides the one other designer piece we had. Usually it's just one and we love that. But this is where you're getting, how about 6 stones all together here? 18K, solid gold. It also happens to be 288 total weight of your oval star rubies. And then you also do have 28 points in the white diamonds, which are going to be the pave you see top and bottom. Now, that's all mirror finished as far as that. What's sitting at the bottom is actually going to be on one side of the piece. Now, because it's a brooch and a pendant, the bail's up top where I'm holding it, but the brooch allows you, if you're wearing it as a pin, you can really put it on any direction, any place. Let me show you the size. It comes with the chain, which is why I'm opting to show it to you, and it's an adjustable chain. That's what it looks like from a distance away. And then let me get you the measurement here because it is lengthy. And those are all star rubies. And yes, there it is. So from a distance, you've got about 1.25 inches from the top to the bottom there, actually 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to show it in a way when you wear it like this, it almost looks like it could be like a subtly, like almost like a script letter B. In a way, I don't know, maybe that's a little too abstract, but it's really a pretty piece. And then this chain, let's point that out because this is also 18 karat gold and another worth the price of admission because the chain is 18K. It's a really cool modified, it's like a textured snake chain. So it almost looks like, I guess you would call that like a python chain really because it's kind of got that look like it's python. And it is really cool because it's got a spring ring and the maximum length on the chain, I actually don't have it here, so I'll have to look it up here and figure that out, but it's also going to be adjustable so you can cinch it in. So it looks to be about 18 inches maximum. Yeah, 18-inch max, and then you've got the adjustability to make it shorter. Now this is what it looks like from a distance away, and I like to show you the chain just to remind you that it is coming with it because that's obviously a big deal to get a chain in 18 karat gold for a price tag like this on its own, even if you were getting it without the pendant. So really special, but of course, remember it's a brooch, so you can put it on a lapel as well, put it on a scarf, on a hat, wherever you want to. It can be really versatile in that way. So let's take another look up close, and we'll bring you a great big value, and I'll hold it up. Again, bail is gonna be up top. That's at that narrow point. That's where your hidden bail is gonna be, and what a deal for all these star rubies. It's a $49.99 piece, but for most pendants and brooches we do here, that's a little bit higher than where we like to be, but that's where it was because it's got almost 3 carats of star rubies that match because every single one of them is going to have that phenomenal asterism because it's got a lot of 18K, chain, gold, diamonds, everything. This is called the works, and we're going to bring it to you for $1,999 only. And that's going to be for one caller to take advantage of. Let me know requests we have not had today. So I don't know if we're just all requested out from the sale event. That's understandable. But we are taking them, of course. Always, 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 always taking requests. If you have anything you want to see in particular, anything we can bring out for you, we're happy to do that. If you just want to hang out and window shop, obviously we adore you for that. That's all I ever ask is just come hang out with me and enjoy the show and the jewelry and the beauty and the rarity and all that we bring you in this exciting lineup. But this is going to be one of our rarest yet and coming up. So we're going to show you some beautiful drop tanzanite earrings, have a bigger stone size as well. And then we got a quick wheel to show you also. So I've got some really big discounts that I wanted to throw into a wheel and give you a huge opportunity on some last remaining pieces. And I'll tell you, one of the most popular pieces of the event actually was mandarin. So I found another because a lot of you missed out on the previous mandarins that I had the last few weeks. So here we go. That's the start of our wheel. We're going to just blow out some jewelry here. Remember, you got a money back guarantee on everything. That is a lavender, almost like a lilac sapphire. Beautiful color on that one. Look at this emerald as well. I mean, this is so far about some of the most precious, rare, exotic material you can get. I love the fact we have an all natural and heated sapphire there, but it gets really interesting here because we've got the Winza. That's the pinks, the reds, and the purple and blues coming together in a split. And then we got another sapphire to add over here, which is our yellow kite cut. Very important style there. So all these great rings got to come down to one crazy low price if we're going to get them out the door, and that's exactly what I intend to do. They're all one of a kind. There are carat weights you need to hear about first, because I don't think necessarily when you're looking at all these different pieces on a wheel, it can be tougher to gauge how big each stone is. So I'm going to bring out a little bit of a, let's do like a little once over, and trust me when I tell you, these are all pieces that we tried we really tried our best to get all these on the big sale event, and they just didn't get here. So like I've been doing with a few of the pieces here tonight, we're bringing them lower, a lot lower than they would have been if you missed out on the 11% off sale. That was final sale. Now you get a better price, and they're not final sale. So you get to pick out your special favorite, get it right out to you. There are a couple gold restrictions on this wheel, but the value here could not be better. And there's an assorted price range here. They were all $49.99 up to $69.99. So they have all that range, everything from $5,000 to $7,000 in these five. But let's take a look, and I'm going to come in a little closer here for you so you can see. And then, of course, we're going to try them on and tell you all about them as you ask for them. But they're all one-onlys. So that's the first thing. Here are your carat weights. We'll start with that 97-point mandarin in the middle. That's going to be 80 points in diamonds as well. So just under a carat in the center, gorgeous, bright, lit from within round. Then we're going to go right back to this huge yellow sapphire that's an all natural. Fancy cut unheated yellow. It's going to be a 260. I know if you get a yellow sapphire, you'd expect it to be oval, oval, and more oval. That's a kite cut. And it's a 260 with 36 points in diamonds in the halo, custom made in the yellow gold only. Let's go to the emerald in front. Another round, gleaming and glowing 77-point round. That's the similar, same carat weight we saw with the Paraiba. But guess what? This one's going to look bigger, and that's because it's emerald. So you've got a big round emerald, 45 points in yellow diamonds, 55 points in white diamonds, and stays as is in the two tones of gold. Then let's go to the lavender sapphire. That's going to be the lavender, also all natural, and that's going to be a 166, 67 points in diamonds. Classic style mounting, little bit of hidden heart detail in there. And then we also have the Windsor right in front, which is the rarest of all the sapphires. Believe it or not, even the 260 is not quite as rare as a Windsor Mine Tanzanian sapphire. Well, we have nobody on the phone lines yet. And that's because you're looking at a price tag of $49.99. You're going, nope, I'm done. Can't spend $5,000. Don't worry about it. I gotcha. Remember, the $49.99 was the lowest price for any of those five. They went all the way up to $7,000, and we're not going to worry about it. Because remember that same concept of just moving out jewelry, it still applies here tonight in a big, big way. And I can tell you from 21 years of doing this almost every day, the toughest show is always the one coming off a big, lengthy sale event. Well, that is why I came prepared with an arsenal of discounts like you've never seen before. And that's what this wheel is going to be. Yeah, there's 5 to choose from. I would not be entirely surprised if somebody just sweeps in and takes all 5 right off our hands, because that's how good they're going to be. They're diverse, they're unique, they're all specialty. You may not have a Windsor sapphire. You may not have a lilac, almost like a purple diamond color in a sapphire. Maybe you don't have a big, bright Colombian emerald in a round. And then you got that sapphire and the 260 yellow back there. Call me. Trust me, I'm going to need some callers before we get these knocked down in price, because then it's going to be the frenzy and the fighting, and then guess what? People are missing out. And then they're furious, and we don't want that to happen. So if you really know that you're already thinking of one, and by the way, the rose gold in the middle, can we just say right now up front, don't get it in rose gold. Just don't. Somebody wanted to get creative and put rose gold with mandarin, and it ain't working. So whatever you know of mandarin in yellow and mandarin in white, pick your favorite and go there. And you know what? We're only going to charge you $8,000. No, we're going to charge you nothing to do that. We're going to change the gold color for you for free. Even though we have to really, truly put all that extra work and labor into it, it doesn't matter. I want you to get the perfect ring because I got the perfect price. So we need to make sure that it is in every way suited for your preference, and then get it out the door and send them out and make sure you have the best value. And then if you don't love it, you send it on back. Not a big deal, right? Except for the fact that you could never duplicate this price ever in a million years. Time to get them right now. Do not spend $4, do not spend $3, do not spend $2, do not spend $19.99. And there's a 2 carat 60 yellow sapphire up there. So that should probably be getting everybody's attention right now, is that should not be $19.99. It's an all natural, almost looks like a yellow diamond because it's so bright. When you get a really, when sapphires combine great cutting, great clarity, and a bright yellow color, they look like yellow diamonds. That's what that kite cut, except you're going to be the only one that has a kite cut yellow sapphire of probably your circle of friends, right? Not many kite cut yellow sapphires out there. How about 19, 18, 17, 16, 15? I don't know. Gold bands are double that. So we're giving you more than a gold band. We got a rock star of a stone in the middle, no matter what you choose. We've got VS diamonds around every single one of them, and sometimes yellow and white diamonds. And they're not going to be, $15.99 for any one of those 5. That is why you dial early, because they're not sticking around. And they're also not $15. They're not $14.99. We are losing money on every single one of them. Remember, they started at 5, they went to 7. And so here's the deal. You've got a chance to change the gold color here with the mandarin, and change the gold color here with the Windsor right up front. Change that, and change the gold color on the sapphire, the lavender. So you can change the gold color on 3 out of the 5. The emerald and the yellow sapphire on the right side of your screen, rather the left side of your screen, my right, your left. They stay as they are. We have nobody at $14.99. I have never seen anything quite like it. Rare as rare can be, and yet they're sitting here. They're holding out. They need great homes, and that's exactly what I hope to get them. But I'll tell you, if $14.99 is not going to work, then I think we take that price right back up and just say, okay, because if it's a price issue where it's too low to believe it could be that good, then that's my fault. That is my fault. But I've gotten to know the TVON audience for about 7.5 years now, and usually you guys are pretty understanding of the fact that sometimes we got to do crazy things here, especially near the end of a night like we are approaching, where we got to do special discounts just to move items. Because negative cash flow is still cash flow after all. And it's important. And right now, we can't be putting pieces back in the vault because you should see the haul of new that is going to be debuting over the next few days and weeks and hopefully months, because there's a lot of it. And we even have more brand new tonight, but there's nobody at $14.99. So we're going to go lower, and we're going to make this easier, and we're not doing $14 or $13.99. This is crazy. Gold bands right now all throughout the world. In today's gold world, you're spending about $2,000 for a plain gold band with no stones, no diamonds. What we have here, you don't even pay $13.99. Do we need to go lower? Because I think that's where we're headed here. I can't leave them sitting here. 3 out of my 4 are sapphires. The garnet that's really the most in demand right now is mandarin. That's up there. And then we have this incredible emerald, and not a single collar at $13. Forget about it. We put them up to $49.99 and we leave them there. I will have to just put them back in a vault. That's the way this is going to have to be. I cannot sell them for any less than $13.99 when you're looking at pieces that cost us. We're talking about $4,800 to make. We're talking about $50. I got a piece up here that cost $5,600 to make. I have a piece up here that cost us $6,700 to make. And now they're at $13.99 because why? Huge natural yellow sapphire. I mean, that's a 2-carat 60 yellow sapphire, totally unheated. Look at this violet periwinkle. It's like a lavender, but with pop. It's a bright stone. What about the Windsor? One mine in the world that has ever split and giving you 2 colors in one and a sapphire. And that's the example right there in the front. Okay. So I don't know. I've not seen anything quite like this. I'll tell you what, guys, since, I don't know, there's a big storm happening outside, maybe we've lost our signal, I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to give you an extra discount, and we're going to get them out the door. And I keep looking at this price going, do I have $13,000 up there, or is it $13.99? This is going to be your ultimate value. We're going to give them 60 seconds. The price goes back up to their original prices after the 60 seconds expire. We got to go right back up to where they were because we got to pay some respect to these stones. We got to really give them the respect and the importance they deserve because these are truly rare stones. And some of our largest sapphires we've ever brought to you are up on this wheel like the yellow, and you're not even paying $13.99. We're going to do this for literally 60 seconds. After the 60-second clock expires, the price goes back up. But I really want to try if it's going to make a difference. And if you want to, like I say, go to dinner on me, when you get your ring and you need an excuse to wear it and you want to go to your favorite restaurant, have dinner out on me with all this extra savings, this is the way to do it. It's not even $13.99. Do we have a 60-second clock poised and ready? Because I'm going to give you a better deal and we're going to send them out. But don't wait, please. Please don't wait because I don't know what to say. I know that eventually this is going to be like that moment, that aha moment where everybody gets it, and then they're going to be disappointed they miss out. So let's do it. For 60 seconds only, which one do you like, Jason? Emerald, I love it too. Me too. 112-1768. Let's take a look at that on the hand. I'm going to give you a better price. I'm going to drop it yet again. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. There's your emerald with white diamonds and yellow diamonds. Double halo. Not 13. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're not going to be. Anyone you want. Tim, let me know which one you like. Blow them out. Last call, 60 seconds, $1,299, and that can only be for 60 seconds. Dial in the next 60 seconds. You can say yes or forever hold your peace and pay more. That's it. That's all I can do. So $12.99 is a lot more than I was supposed to do. Let me know which one of a kind. Which one? Mandarin. Yes. You got it. Here comes the mandarin garnet for Tim's collar. Tim, that's going to be item number 1122270. You've got it, right? Are they changing it out of rose gold? Because you can. That one's gone. Let me show the Windsor for Jess, and then we'll show the yellow sapphire because those may be gone. To the same collar, here's the Windsor. This is going to be 1120335. That is a split bicolor, essentially zone colors. It's hot pink and purple. Jess, that's an 82-point emerald cut with 81 points in white diamonds, and right now it's in the yellow. You can change that one if you want. Then they also want to see the yellow. Here it is, 2-carat 60. Is that what you want to see, Andy? I'll have to look. Let me go get a gauge. That's 1116287 is the yellow sapphire kite cut, and that's going to be that beautiful, unheated, all natural yellow sapphire with 36 points and diamonds around it. Just let me know which one they decide, especially if you have the Windsor, because I know Andy's on the Windsor as well. No surprise, we have a couple people on the Windsor because, well, it is crazy rare. I'm going to get you the millimeter size on the Windsor Sapphire. That's going to be a width-wise, Andy, that's going to be 4.5. And the lengthwise on that one, it's going to be 6.5. So it's a double calibrated emerald cut on that Windsor. Jess, which one for you? Okay, let's move on. We got to go. Andy, did you want the Windsor? You can have it if you want to. What's that? Okay, 4.5 by 6.5 is the millimeter size of the stone, though, so it's a double calibrated emerald cut. Let me rearrange here. Windsor, yellow behind it, purple on the right side, and then that gorgeous emerald, which I know is verifying the emerald as well. So a couple of you on the lines here thinking about them? Yes. Sure, wear it on the hand one more time. For who? Yolanda? Oh, I gotcha, no problem. I know that happens, right? We get so caught up in making sure we get the piece, we sometimes miss seeing it on the hand. If you only had any idea how many times I go home at 4 in the morning, I'm reading, you know, the comments online. It's like, can she try that on? Can she try that on? I'm like, okay, let me go back and screenshot it because here it is. I know sometimes it's like, oops, I was too busy getting on the phone line and I missed it on the hand. So I have no idea what I bought, but there it is. That's the mandarin one more time. So Yolanda, thank you so much for shopping that one. And there you have it. That's the big mandarin that is now gone. So we're verifying on all the rest. The other 4 still hanging out for the moment, but we're going to see who's got what. And then we got to go because we got at the top of the hour, 1 minute away. And if you have any requests, I would really encourage you to get those in. I promised you a great top of the hour. It's our gold necklace coming up. I saw a major national retailer who I've shopped with before. I think they're great. They do a really good job at gold through the years. Historically, they've been around for about 40 years doing it. And so they do it pretty well because they're in a lot of households. But the problem is they had gold the other day that was $400 a gram. And that's just, you know, that's kind of where gold's at these days in finished jewelry. Yeah. The Paraíba on one more time. Sure, it's already gone though. But so. This one's gone, but I'm going to show it on the hand anyways, because why not? There it is one more time for you. So that's the Paraíba. Congratulations. Who got that, by the way? Congratulations. Thank you. Okay. Wow. There's that familiar sound again of rain beating down the ceiling and the windows and the doors. I got to tell you, I give major props to all the people that live in those rainy climates. See, I'm a Southern California girl. We don't see much rain. We saw almost a year's worth of rain in 2 days, and you probably heard about it. It caused some issues, and because when we do get rain, it's like 10 minutes of rain, and then it goes away, and we don't see it for another few months, and then we'll get 10 minutes of rain, and that constant sound of rain. I got to tell you, I'm sure you get used to it, but I was not used to it. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this necklace because it is our top of the hour. So major props to everybody who deals with rain every day because, gosh, I know it's about conditioning and I'm a spoiled little brat when it comes to weather and I'm just not used to it, but not to mention the issues that it caused. But, you know, we're at it again. All right, let's talk about this really cool necklace because it is a really, really beautiful gold piece. And guess what? My rare 4 are still here if you want them. So we're going to move those aside. And let's talk a little bit about necklaces because obviously, now this is a little top of the hour. I came on the air about 2 hours ago and I said, hey, everybody, it's TVON and we got some brand new. And you're going, okay, this is what we've been waiting for. And quite frankly, we've been waiting about 6 months for brand new, okay? It's been a lot of really exciting pieces that we've had tonight. We've had turquoise hoops. We've had beautiful designer teardrops that are so fun and chic. We've had a lot of great designer, and there's a lot more to come, by the way. Instead of putting it all in one show, we're going to space it out so that whether you tune in on a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Saturday, a Friday, or whenever you tune in, you're going to see brand new. But there's one more piece that I have yet to reveal to you. I gave you a quick little flash, and it wasn't enough. It's 14 karat gold, but it's made in Italy. And this is a necklace that I will tell you right now, anywhere in the world, and there's a great, I know you guys watch them because they've been around doing it. They're the pioneer in the business. You know who they are. They're they're not 24 hours anymore, not live at least, but you get the idea. They're the big ones. They did gold the other day for a whole 24-hour event, and gold was anywhere, depending on the piece, it was anywhere between $300 and $480 a gram. And I'm going, okay, just for plain gold. And we are going to bring you something that just true to form, even though this is just gold. This is why we don't have a lot of just plain gold pieces, meaning no diamonds, no gems, is because it's really tough to make that a big deal, like a value. Gold is something that's a commodity. It's traded. It's basically got a listed price per ounce every day. And that is something that still doesn't really equate exactly to a finished piece of jewelry. That's a little different. But gold has a gold price per ounce. It fluctuates, but it's been really high historically. It's, all the experts say, going even higher, which I can't even imagine. It's like when gas was $7 a gallon out here, and they were like, and it's not done. And it was like, oh, okay. And so now that we only pay $6 a gallon, it feels so much cheaper than it did because it was $7, right? Gold is kind of that, going through that right now, where it's been really historically high. The days of ignoring gold, like when I started in this business, it was so long ago that truly I never talked about gold. You didn't need to. I was still selling gold, but it wasn't something we ever talked about because it didn't matter, because it was only, you know, a couple $100 an ounce. So it was not a big deal, right? There is something happening with gold right now where we're going to bring you, yes, a value, true to our TVON form, where we're going to bring you not just any gold, but a lot of it. Because I know you're going to ask me the gram weight, because we have a really stunning 18.5-inch necklace, but then with this additional drop in a lariat style that you could add a charm or a pendant to if you had an enhancer. You can wear this every single day, but it's really high-end and status because it's actually we combined and married the two most popular links in jewelry right now and put them together in one fabulous, and I mean fabulous, definitely feminine necklace because of the Y style. It's not a lariat that moves, it's not adjustable, although I don't mean adjustable. You can actually change the length of it because it's 18.5 maximum. Then you've got that extra extension, which is your Y style. That's not adjustable. That will always stay at this length. And then what you can do is use any of the links around the necklace to make it shorter. So you might want to, because you have to accommodate that longer length that Y necklace is creating. So it's Italian made. It's a paper clip and kind of a mixed Rolo together. It's great for gifting. And the best part is I just did some calculation by any metric, by the metric of really, really, really good value, it should be $4,600 for this necklace. And you might have, even in the last couple of weeks, shopped really good gold necklaces for $4,600. What can I tell you? We're going to make this a lot more affordable. The necklace is substantial without being heavy. You guys know me, I'm a migraine sufferer, and I always feel like that's the reason I don't like heavy necklaces. I hardly wear necklaces that have any kind of substantial weight because I just don't like that feeling of something really heavy around my neckline. I will tell you, for as bold and large as this is, it is very, very wearable and comfortable. So it's not heavy weight. It's 11.5 grams of solid gold. This is just beautiful. 18.5 inches, and then you can adjust it shorter than that. So utilize any of the links you want to make it your own, tailor it to the neckline. Let's go to the hand here and watch this one unveil. I mean, it just is so beautiful. I'm gonna make sure it's facing the right way for you. It's gonna be a little bit, just a little unusual here to show such a large necklace. We usually have more petite necklaces, but you're gonna see it on in a moment. And this is very high style here because the way it's all put together. The way you have, do you see here? One side of your necklace is this elongated link that is called the paperclip link. This is more of an oval Rolo link that actually has those flattened edges. You see that? So it gives you a lot more surface area for the shine. Then you have the extension, which is going to start as that round link, end with a round link, and then you've got all the ovals in between. We only have a couple available, so I apologize in advance for being so limited. 112-3010 is your item number. I think the next step here, Tony, is to show it on. And it does have, before we do that, an oversized lobster claw. So you actually see here that halfway point is going to bring you the change in the links here. So there again, this can be right side or left side, by the way, because obviously you can change up the way you put it on. So one side, paper clip, the other side, oval, flattened Rolo. And then you've got your lobster claw. That is going to allow you, 18.5 is max, but you can use any of those links you want and make it shorter, because look at the length of the extension you're getting here. And that's gonna be, let me show you the length here just in the drop. We're not ready to go there yet because I just wanna show everybody. This is why you may even wanna wear it a little shorter. Even if you don't normally do that, the length is about 2 3/4 inches just in the drop there. So that would be a reason why maybe, even if you're going, no, I don't do a 16-inch, you might wanna go 16, 17, or even 17.5, to accommodate for that longer drop you're getting in the Y style. Made in Italy, it's stamped that way. All Italian gold's gonna have a hallmark that's gonna say Italy. They're very proud of their gold designs. These are from factories in a lot of cases that have been doing it forever and ever and ever, and for generations. And look at that. I'll stand back a little bit. I know that'll be a little off focus, but that's what we gotta do to show you the beautiful length this gives you. And then of course I'm holding it up without putting it on so you can see how half of it is paper clip, the other half is Rolo, and then you've got that large round link. Now, if you want to, like I was saying, if you've got charms or enhancer pendants, pendants with enhancer bails, you can go ahead and feel free to use those larger, any of the links really, if they'll work. You can use different links there to actually add pieces to it if you'd like to. But it's really cool for just, again, you want a little extra style, you want something everyday wearable, this is a great idea, but it's giving you high fashion design, and it's 11.5 grams. So solid 14K. Let's go back to the hand here. And we've only got a couple, so we're gonna make it affordable. I know $4,600 is a bit intimidating. I get that. I agree. I don't know if everyone's going to spend $5,000 on just a gold necklace. Obviously, this one not being simple, it's got a lot more style to it, but also great gifting because, yeah, it's going to be out to you tomorrow. So if you need something last minute for the Valentine's Day holiday, or there's a birthday coming up, and you want to treat yourself or somebody you care about to a really beautiful, substantial piece of gold jewelry, here it is. And nothing, let me tell you, there's a lot of great places in regions of the world that make great gold designs. Turkey's one of them. There's quite a few, but nobody's going to beat Italy, right? It's a preference. It's a preference of mine for cars and clothes and gold jewelry every time, every single time. And this is it. Yep, give me Italian clothes, an Italian car, and Italian gold, and I'm set. I am a happy girl. That is what we have here. So look at how the extension, you see how that link wraps into the round there. Not gonna be $4,600. That is kind of the going rate right now for finished gold pieces, especially those made in Italy. And we're gonna do a lot better than $4,000, $3,000, even $2,000. I've only got a couple. So I figured we might as well make it really, really dirt cheap to just get it out the door and go back in time. Get you a gold price that is more likened to what we would have seen decades ago. That's the beauty of it, yet you get that high style. Made in Italy, doesn't get better than that. Do you see the way this is shining and gleaming? Every single link, no matter which one it is, high polished front and back. There is no wrong way to wear it. And you know what you could do? You could even really reverse it if you don't want that length. Because the clasp I find really blends in, you could wear it like this and put the Y drop style in the back. I don't see anything wrong with that because this clasp is so well done and such a nice heavy piece of hardware. You could actually turn it around, have that extension of the Y style in the back going down the neckline, and then wear it like this if you wanted a more casual look. But again, kind of the high style element is having that Y style drop. It is not even $19.99. This is going to fly in a hurry. It's going to be very, very quick to go. So call us early so you get one. Not even $19, $18, $17, or $16.99. This is a mega value. I know you guys ask every day, more gold, more gold. Well, here it is, the pieces you invest in because you know you're going to wear them all the time. And it's not even $16, $15, forget about even $14.99. Listen, I still have pieces from that museum wheel here. And that blows my mind. So how about let's do this? 1,300, you know what, skip $13.99 as well. I'm gonna just go ahead and make this easy. $12.99 for the necklace, which is 18.5 inches maximum. One is already gone. It leaves us with 2 left. And that's that. So good luck. We'll give it 60 seconds, then we gotta go. That is our last piece of Italian gold today. And keep in mind, we have another one gone. You know what that means. We have one left. And so an Italian, yes, the Italian themed clock there, Tony. Don't think that that got lost on me. I love that. Okay, I like an Italian clock too. That's nice. Italian watch. Oh yeah, very nice. 44 seconds. And well, with only one left, it's more likely it's going to sell out before the clock hits 0. That I would say is a little more likely. So last call, last one. Who's going to get it? We're going to find out. Give us a call. Totally cool to have two of, guys, is there anything more iconic than paperclip and Rolo? And you don't have to choose, because if you're buying a $4,600 necklace, and you're not tonight, but if you normally have to go out and spend $4,600 to $5,000 on a paperclip, and then you got to go spend $5,000 on a Rolo, well, why would you do that? Because not everybody can. You can't just spend $10,000 on a whim to get a couple of different links. So this is that 2-in-1. And that just elevates the style. Let's face it, it's a 2-in-1, so that sounds practical, but it's more about the elevation of the styling of it. The fact it's so beautiful and unique, and then why not? Add a little charmer enhancer, add a little charmer enhancer. You've got really links that you can get creative with all the way around, and it's $12.99, which, okay, tell me who is doing finished Italian gold that is solid 14K. I mean, who is gonna do that for, let's see, the gold, the per gram price on that? I mean, this is just nuts. It really is. For like $100 a gram, it does not happen. Nope, does not happen. And with a lengthy, longer piece like this, come on now, this is getting silly. This is foolish. That's like $112 a gram. I did the calculation, yes. But that's important because you all are doing that at home. And you all are going crazy when you see it for $480 a gram. When you see gold for $300 a gram. I don't know if anybody is doing less than $300 a gram in a finished piece of Italian gold in a necklace, but we are. We're down to, that is a, I mean, truly, honestly, where are you going to find that? Made in Italy, it's stamped as such. It's got the Italian hallmark. It says Italy. I mean, this is crazy. It's $112 a gram. It is like going back and time traveling to a different era of gold pricing. Andy, did you have one? Okay, so I know we're verifying on that last one, so let me move on in about 30 more seconds, last call. That is what we have been waiting on. We have been waiting for something like this. And we've even had, do you remember we did like a gold mini series where we had some gold pieces, but we did not have anything like this. I gotta try it on the neckline again here, just so you can see what it'll look like on, and so you can see the style you get when you see it from a distance. So showing you that, again, it's gonna be halfway for each link here. So you see the lobster claws right about there. So then go ahead and there you have it, the halfway point, which I would have no problem reversing it, but look at that length you're getting. Again, that's a drop that's almost 3 inches. I know that's out of focus, but I'm gonna try it. That's why you might wanna wear it here. So if I moved it up here and utilized one of the other links for the clasp and closure, well, you'd have the necklace sitting at 16, or you could do a choker style. Have it, for me, I do a 14-inch choker. Usually a 13.5 or 14 inch is gonna let it sit against the neckline like so, and then you would have that drop. It is just, I mean, really try it on a couple ways when you get it at home. Play with it a bit, because for those of you even that say, no, I'm not gonna wear it shorter, you very well may, because you're accounting for that longer, nearly 3-inch drop. So you may wanna wear it higher. As a choker length, you might want to wear it right at the base of the neckline. Sure, you might want to wear it at the full 18.5, which would sit right about here, which I'll back up so you can see where that would hit. But that's going to be just kind of dependent, again, on the style that day, the look you're going for that day. I always find like chokers and anything that sits a little higher just feels a little more edgy. But I think with the hardware you have, the links you have, you can see how no front, no back, all mirror finished. Obviously, you want to just kind of give it a little shake to have that drop sit properly. But that's what I love. A lot of true lariat styles are going to be really a lot to handle. There's a lot of, it's what I call high maintenance jewelry. I have enough high maintenance in my life. I don't need anything else. I think just being a woman, you have to be high maintenance to be a woman, right? There's a lot of things we have to, think about and deal with that some, let's face it, the other gender doesn't, right? I just don't need my jewelry to be high maintenance. I am all the high maintenance that I need. So I don't want pieces I wear to be high maintenance. And so lariats can be a little tricky because when you actually have adjustability here, it's moving, it's changing, it's shifting, it's never sitting where you want it to sit. That's all stationary. So that round link attaches to either side of the chains, like two personalities, right? In the chain, the paper clip link and the Rolo link, both very popular, both very traditional, but two great looks. And then, like I said, if you want to put that drop in the back, you could have a link like this. And it would look still getting the half and half there, still getting that great. I think you could even just kind of play with it. And then if you want an all paper clip, you would have this off towards the back. This is the drop that I'm holding here off to the left. You could kind of still swing that backwards. And look, if all you're seeing that day, which most of the time that's all we see is that 3/4 around the neckline, you could just move it so you have all paper clip. or El Rolo, right? Just swing that piece to the back, right? So that's how you can do it too. Play with it. It's like having, I don't know, 3 or 4 necklaces all in one. And then remember, you can actually put things on those links there, put things on that last round, put that on that main round. Anyway, it's fabulous. So congratulations if you got the last one. We'll go back to the hand here, so show it one more time. And all mirror finished gold. Love that. Made in Italy, and they know what they're doing for style. Always do. Never doubt the Italians. They will never steer you wrong when it comes to fashion, style of any kind. All right, let's move on. Got a lot to show you in the last hour, including the yellow diamond coming up. Let's go back up close and talk about 1122937. Well, this we haven't seen anything like in a while. A bright, beautiful yellow that is not 2 carats or 2.5, which we know the problem is that as much of value as we provide, they're not affordable for everybody. Or maybe they're not the size you want to wear every day. We really do strive with a huge audience from all over the nation and beyond. We strive to have styles for each and every jewelry lover. As long as you're into fine jewelry, right? We don't do sterling, we don't do costume, we don't do faux, we don't do plastic, we don't do fake, we don't do that. We don't do lab grown. That's another thing I gotta say now, because that's pretty much all that's out there right now. It's funny, I can't get over it. Huge markups on lab grown. I'm not a huge proponent of it for a lot of reasons, but that's only because I have a way to get you a value on the good stuff, right? I would be a huge proponent, I think, for lab grown if there wasn't TVON that had great values on the real deal. So, you know, given the choice, but you know, when you're shopping here, you're getting a huge yellow diamond. In this case, it's our 50-point VS oval. And it is fantastic. It really, truly is fantastic. It's an oval brilliant cut, which we see sometimes in the 2 carat sizes, right? They're 15 grand. This is in a signature style with diamonds every which way, halo, then pave, wrapping up over the sides of the ring. Yes. Oh, who got that ring? I love it. Yvette in Texas, I hope you love it half as much as I do. And if you do, you're going to really love it. Congratulations on the Kunzite. Do keep in mind, we are in the last 40 minutes of the show, so if you have any questions about what you've seen earlier tonight, give us a call and we'll help you out. We'll let you know if it's still here for you. Do we have any gold necklaces left, by the way? Because do we still have one left? Okay, because let me know. I know we're verifying on that last one. So last call on the gold necklace, and now we're talking yellow diamond, 50 points, 49 points in the white diamonds around it, and it looks fabulous. It's also going to be finished on the inside entirely, which is very exciting to see that, which I'll show you here coming up. But this is just a pretty ring. And we've chosen to do this one in the yellow, but this will not be a gold restricted piece. You can choose any gold you want. How does that sound? Any gold color, white, yellow, rose. So we have, okay, so good news, we still have that last one in the gold necklace. All that yakking I did, I figured it was sold out, but no. Still have one left if you want that gold necklace. So great news there for anybody who's kind of straggling in here and thinking about the gold piece or sitting on the fence. Get it before it's gone, because it will sell before the show is over, probably in the next few minutes. But look at the inside. See that great undergallery? And even though you're not going to see a lot of the gold when it's on, which I'm going to show you now, you're still going to get your choice of. So choose the white, the yellow, or the rose. Isn't that just the most beautifully elegant? Classic is forever. That's why it's a classic. You know you can wear that and have something that's in style and lovely forever and ever when you wear that. Maybe it's going to be a little Valentine's Day gift. Maybe it's going to be something you treat yourself to. Maybe there's a birthday, a celebration, a commemorative event coming up. That's why I think diamonds are usually associated with that kind of, you know, it's a milestone. It's a big moment. It's a life, a milestone in life we want to celebrate and we want to remember, not just that day of celebration, but that's why jewelry is such a perfect way to commemorate those moments in life, is because it's something that, well, in the case of diamonds, hopefully you're going to wear every single day. So you always have that reminder, that moment that takes you back. I mean, jewelry can be almost like, so like when we hear music, I think we're so sensorial as human beings, and that's great that oftentimes we think of the senses and how it evokes a certain memory. I think jewelry can do that too, though. You know, like, you know, smelling that favorite scent that, you know, is the aroma that, you know, mom used to make that favorite dish when you were a kid, or, you know, that amazing, I mean, whatever it is, right? Or that song that takes you back to your high school prom, or whatever it is, right? For me, Boys to Men. It was always Boys to Men, you know, Boys to Men, always. But this is where, again, it just takes you right back, and suddenly I'm a teenager again. But this is where I think jewelry can take you right back to that moment, that happy milestone, that memorable moment in life, and it's such a great way to do it. But otherwise, if you just want a deal on a yellow diamond because they're pretty, I mean, that's the other thing. Jewelry, you really don't need a reason. Sometimes it's just because it's pretty, and that's what this is. So now we just need to find a way to get you great value so you can try it, own it, get it, love it, and make it a lot better than the $39.99 price that I got sitting here. And that's the idea. So instead, end of the road. Yeah, Boys to Men, end of the road. Now I'm humming it. But here we go. This is going to be a really special, special value. We're in our last hour as well. So I figured we could probably really test the late night audience and do something crazy cool here and make it an auction. Yes, you get to decide. How about you price it instead of me? How about you tell me what you want to pay? How about we get away and far away from $4,000 and go to 3? You know what? Forget about 3. I already did one auction, and we had to give away a pot of Eva for free. That was how the first auction of the night went. Now, we're going to make this better than 3, better than 25. This is a VS yellow diamond. Remember, all natural. Not a lab-grown stone. That's first thing. But it's also, you know, with yellows, there's something else to think about when you get into the colors of diamonds. It's not just about, is it from the ground? Check that box, yes. But it's also about, yeah, but it's from the ground, but it got heated, right? Or it got some kind of treatment. The answer here is no. There's no treatment. This came out of the ground, a yellow diamond, nitrogen rich. So yellow diamond, nitrogen is what gives us the yellow colors. There's still kind of a debate at large about what gives certain diamonds their color or why chameleons do what they do. There are no answers. Sometimes there are enigmas with gemstones that go on and on and on and on, where we never really know. Gemstones can be a very mysterious world, but with yellow diamonds, we know. We know what makes them special. We know what makes them rare. We know the fact that they're one of, you know, every 100,000 diamonds out there, for every 100,000 white diamonds, there's one color, and that encompasses all the colors. So when you really start to think about it in those numerical terms, it starts to really, I think, take hold as far as the rarity. I know we see them as often as we like here, but it really is specialty. How about $2,000 to get it started? Okay, now we're getting close to the mounting price yet again. Getting very close to a mounting price here. And yet, no open, and now it's the last 35 minutes of the show. So that means it's got to get much, much better here. How about this? Let's go $1,500. Ooh, that door is really shaking over there. It's windy outside. How about this? $10 increments. $1,500 to get it started. And only going to be white, yellow, rose in your size. All that's free. Let's see. Let's ship it to your house for free. Let's size it for free. Let's get you the gold color change for free and all of that. Let's hook you up on every front. And more importantly, we need to get the open, and that's what we're going to do. Remember, didn't have a lot of bidding on the first auction of the night. May not here either, being that it's another hour later. So this is it, 15. You know what? I don't have an open. And I'm going to skip it right now, and we're just going to sell it. We're going to get this one home, and if you've wanted a yellow diamond, here's go time. They don't get much more affordable, and also keep in mind that we have no new ones. There's no new ones. That's the update, because you were probably thinking, well, you were out of Tucson for a week, so you probably have new ones. No, we do not. No, we have some new things, but nothing in the way of yellow diamonds. Sorry, the whole place is kind of shaking. So a lot of noise going on in the studio. Here's what we're going to do, guys. $1,500 turns into just one easy deal. Let's just mark it down. $1,499. $1,499. That's it. $1,499. That's all. Let's see who's got it. That's going to be it. I'll just mark it down for the end of the night. You're here, and you need a value. So here's what it looks like one more time in the hand, and then we'll open it up to your request. I mean, we haven't had one for the whole show, which is kind of remarkable. I can't remember ever having a show, at least a 3-hour show, without a request. So if you have one or something you want to see again, Please let me know what that is. If you missed the designer teardrops, the designer earrings that we had earlier, there's still a couple pairs left at $299. So that was certainly the most affordable way to shop tonight. And then anything else you want to see, let me know. We'll help you out. This is why, you know, when I see a yellow diamond like this is why I'm really stunned that the yellow sapphire is still here. Maybe if you see it up close with graphics, it might take a little more meaning on here. So let's take a look at this yellow sapphire again, because as far as I know, this one is still here, and it's a bright kite cut yellow. It's an all natural unheated sapphire. It's going to be 1116,287. I'm going to recap this from the wheel for one purpose and one purpose only. There's such a loss here. I cannot take a $69.99 piece. And by the way, remember when I told you that the pieces varied in price? I cannot take a $69.99 piece and put it back in a vault. This is the stone, this is the ring that started at $7,000. I kid you not. And here it all is. And these are not all, that's the ring. And do you see this? I didn't just write this now. I did not. That's our 2 carat 60 kite cut. Let's see, we got $69.99 is where it started. Where'd it go from there? It went from 39 to 34 to 29. Ooh, then it got to 23. I mean, do you remember that ring is now $1,299. So I thought maybe seeing it up close, especially after our yellow diamond, if you want to get bigger but go sapphire instead of diamond, here it is. It's waiting for you. $60 seconds. Maybe that helps. Just to see it with all its graphics, see it there up close and personal. Watch that unheated sapphire just do its thing. If you don't love it, what's the big deal? You send it on back. Now, if you don't love it and you send it back, we need to have a little talk about sapphires. Because here's why. If you don't love it, resell it, right? Don't send it back. Resell it. Make a pretty penny. You know, take yourself on vacation. That's what I would do. Because I've worked for many, many, many years with probably the biggest sapphire dealer out of Sri Lanka that the world's ever known. And, you know, when sapphires come along that are natural and heated like this, and they're very large, and they're all natural, because most sapphires, I don't care if it's blue or if it's purple or if it's even the red of rubies, they get heat treatment. They do. It's so much more elevated in rarity when it's natural. You know how we were talking about the yellow diamond? Now that's all natural, didn't get any treatment. The same thing applies here. This is all natural. This doesn't get any treatment. Nothing was done to this stone. It was mined from the rough. It was mined from the earth. It was faceted and polished. That's it. So when you see this and you realize it's at 2 carat 60, it's at $1,299. It started at $7. I just don't know if we have a better value to show you in the inventory than what's sitting right there right now. And so that's the one to get. That's the one to own. It really is. And honestly, I'm just going to probably sit here until it sells. And we got 30 minutes in the show. And I sure hope we're not looking at it for 30 minutes. But look at that stone. And I know it's an unusual cut. That should actually elevate the price tag. And it's not. It's $12.99. Okay, let's just try it on. I know. It's a big piece. It's got that diamond weight, which is just the whole idea is to frame it so that we're showing off the rarity of the cut. And that's what they did. They tailored this. This was custom made. Obviously, the mounting is custom for the stone. You've got the trail of diamonds around it. That's going to be your halo. And that's 36 points. I just don't have, I've sold sapphires for so many years. Obviously, if you sell jewelry, you sell sapphires. But this is an elite level. Rare color, natural and heated and treated, huge size, 260, out of the Ceylon mine, which is Sri Lankan. That's kind of the old world name for Sri Lanka. So if you're looking for it on a map, look for Sri Lanka. That's where it came from. And it's all natural. And it's a fabulous cut. I just don't have a better value to show you tonight than what's sitting right there on your screen. It's good. And then we've got Alexandrite here. What else can we show you? Anybody want a heart-shaped yellow diamond for Valentine's Day, perhaps? Do you have this one? Thank you so much. I'm so glad that one found its home, and now here come all the calls. So wouldn't you know it, we're going to be turning people away after all that. But let's not let that happen with this huge tanzanite oval when I only have, what, 3 left in the inventory. After our safe sell-off, I mean, I didn't like literally count I think we have 3 left in Blue Wing Block D. So it's kind of go time on the Blue Wing Block Ds if you ever want one. Here's going to be a 111-1897. And thank you on the yellow sapphire. I'm so glad you got it. It's beautiful. And then here we are with our really fabulous tanzanite. Now it's a big one. It's our 18 karat gold setting with a 1641 oval, and then it's, yes, a carat 08 and diamonds around it. Classic halo design all the way around. Looks fantastic, does it not? And we got to make it really easy. And how about the best per carat price it's ever been? That's what we're here to do. Started at $16,999. Who's looking for a deal? Because this is going to be it. This is the deal. And it's got a full carat weight. If you want to get to make sure that you get it at home and love it just as much at home in person to your own naked eye as you did when it's on TV, that's what you have the opportunity to do right now. And it's not even $69.99. There is your $10,000 savings. And I have good news. It's going a lot lower than that tonight. So it is time to pick it on up. And we're going to give you truly, keep in mind, this is a 1641. That's in the upper range of what we've ever had here historically. So probably shouldn't be the same per carat price as the 1 and the 2 and the 3 carats we've had because it's 16 and a half. Let me try it on so you can first evaluate if it's going to work for you size-wise, because obviously it's a big stone. I would say, too, the 16 karat ends up looking a lot larger because, you know, you would have to have been watching for a while, but we used to have 20 karat stones in rings. I've had a 25 karat stone. I've had several in the 20, 21, 22 karat range. And more recently, there was an 18 karat 95 emerald cut. And I'm going to tell you something, having seen all those and worn all those, this 1641 is actually facing up bigger. So if you even liked the idea of maybe owning a 20 or 20 plus carat, that 1641 is going to suffice. It's giving you a larger look. It's not even $69.99, and we're already at a value. Let's go ahead and make it even better for you right now. It's not even $6,000. How about $59.99? That would be your per carat, $365. $1 for every day of the year. $365 a carat. One of our better per carat values we have ever seen is right there on our 1641 Blue Wing Block D when we have very few left remaining. Very few that we can ever show you going forward. That's the way to get a big one. If you like, obviously the smaller ones are gone. For those of you that now are going to ask for the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 carats, they're gone. I don't have them. They're sold out. They're done. They're gone forever. So it's kind of like, I don't mean to say that you got to, you know who you are and you know what you wear. If that's just too big for you, it's too big for you. What can I do? But if you really do want to have that great value for a bigger stone, well, that's what this is giving you. So $59.99, $365 a carat. Very, very fair. And then we're going to show you, we still have the yellow diamond for $14.99, FYI. What else should I recap? Because we had a few pieces earlier. How about the pink diamond, certified? Had a 38 pointer, had a big emerald cushion cut. We had those gorgeous designer earrings, the ones with the tourmaline and the opals, the ones with the tourmaline and the tanzanites, if any of those sound good. And you want to see them again. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you guys are being polite and saying, well, if Linda wants to have that ring, maybe we should let Lolo buy it for her mom. But I do want to show you, because he was here much, much, much earlier tonight. Here is the triple ring with zircons, yellow, pink, and blue. All zircons together, and then diamonds as well. Surrounding them, item number is 1119153. Without your request, I'm going to have to do some recaps here and get these last few pieces out the door. We will keep, because no matter what, guys, whatever, there's, not a banner that declares safe sell-off, we still need to make sure the pieces go, right? We can't leave them here, because if you saw the brand new coming in over the next few weeks and months, you would be absolutely in awe. So we got a lot to get to, and we have a lot of brand new that's going to come up every single day. Every day you choose to tune in and join us, you're going to see a lot of brand new on the shows. And today was just kind of a little tasting, a little teaser of it, right? This is going to be that really special triple zircon. It's got to go, and we have got the price to make that happen. This started at $28.88, and it's zircons that are, let's remember, all natural stones. You get 3 very important colors. The blue, by the way, is mined out. The yellow, very scarce in general. The pinks are also mined out, but the pinks actually weren't around that long. They were only discovered out of that Sri Lankan mine in 2020. So you haven't had a lot of time to get the pinks. The blues are always a challenge, and the yellow is just looking like a yellow diamond, right? It's gorgeous, and 60 points in diamonds to go with it, and the whole ring is $777. So come on, that's a big value right there. At $777, That's the way to go. So white gold or yellow or rose, we're even changing the gold color for you. Then we've got our best of the museum ruby. Would you like to see it? Our museum level, truly transparent ruby. The true museum, the actual museum level. What about a color changing diaspora in a huge size? We got one of those. Huge fire opal that's been marked down. One of our largest ever here in a fire opal, cushion cut square. Looking forward to that. Look at this one. Look at that. Oh my God. You know what? We may not, I don't know if we need to show a ruby when we have that. That is beautiful. So 777 zircon and diamonds together. Let me know if you'd like it. Here it is one more time on the hand. And then we got to make sure that goes. And it's almost like 2 bands of gold because it is the split shank on the sides. And that's because it's such an overall longer, wider ring. Got to really anchor it there to the hand with that split shank. So pretty ring, right? Zircons are, we've been talking about it. They're making worldwide headlines these days, and they're a designer favorite. Hey, Tim, I got to ask, would you be kind enough to share with me who got the yellow sapphire ring? Janet got it? Where was she calling from? New Mexico. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. You, I think, scored, and we've had a lot of deals tonight, but that was the deal. So, Janet, well done. Thank you so much for shopping tonight. 1120302 is right now, and that is deluxe fire opal, mostly red, and that's always a good sign. Usually it's an orangey, yellowy, and I'm not a big fan of fire opals unless they are red. And this one is, it's that cherry red. Yeah, there's a little secondary orange to it. But let me tell you, when it's foggy, hazy, dingy yellow, I don't think it all looks that pretty. But then you see that premium fire opal, and I think it's going to be one that becomes an instant favorite of yours. It's also our 8 32 square cushion, so that's a mighty fine size. It'll look bigger because it's opal too. So this is going to look more like 15 karat. And also, this one has the large diamond weight. Let me see if I can polish it up, because that is not the way it should be looking on its TV debut here. Let's try it on while we're at it. It's a nice big stone. This is going to show you how it looks a lot larger than an 8 32. An 8 32 would normally be half of this size dimensionally. So we're seeing that big overall square cushion you're getting now. Have you noticed that there's a lot of extra diamond weight than fire opals usually have? That is definitely the fact here. Lots of extra larger diamonds. They start down the shoulders of the ring. They lead up and all the way around in a halo, but they also have this extra cluster here on the sides to really amp it up. That's a carat 34 in total diamond weight in your VS Diamonds, and we have one. So let's blow it out because it's got a $69.99 price tag, and that's just not going to fly for our fire opal fanatics because you expect bigger value, and you're going to get it. So we're going to blow it out right now, and the first caller can have this right now for just, you know what, skip it. We'll do $29.99. That's it for the big fire opal, the best one we've got left. And doesn't it look better now that it's all polished up and clean? It's an important stone, and we brought it down to $29.99. And you can even change the gold. So right now it's in the white gold. If you want it in yellow rose, we can do that for you. No charge. Demontoid cross necklace, anybody? Do you want to see? Oh, this has got to go up on the air. We have a designer pendant here with so much diamond weight. We even have black diamond earrings that are drops. We have huge Savorite drop earrings, if any of that sounds good. Do we have any violinists out there? Anybody who loves to go to the orchestra, the ballet, the Philharmonic, do you like the arts? I know I do, the performing arts. This is a beautiful violin brooch and pendant. At least, I think it's a violin. And I'm going on the scale of the bow to the violin. So it could be a cello, but I'm sure someone is going to correct me online. But look at that. I'm going to go with violin here. But it's a really special 1122045. And I just think it's great for someone who loves the performing arts. I know I do. I get to every single theater event I can possibly get to on a Tuesday or Friday night. But here we go. This is it. This is a bail right up top. So I'm holding it by the bail so you can wear it on your favorite chain as a necklace or pin. So do you see the little diamonds? And how about that texture that you have there to the violin itself? The high polish of the strings, the beautiful texture of the actual instrument. It's 18K solid. There's 1 point of total diamond weight in that cluster there at the base. And that's gonna be, oh, I thought we'd just discount it way down. And it's 18 karat solid. I know, that's opulent for a pin pendant. Let's show it to you though. Fire Opal may be verifying. Look at this. And I'm going to recap those gold earrings, the designer gold earrings that if you tuned in a little bit late tonight, yes. Thank you. Zircons, triple zircons gone. This one, amazing. Let's show it on the neckline too, right after I measure it for you. So we're going to get to the ruler, and the length is going, because I don't know why it doesn't have a length yet. So that's important. Let's take a look at that. It's about an inch and 3/8 there, top to bottom. Then we'll show you a perspective here on the neckline so you can get a look at it. If you choose to wear it as a pendant, it would be straight up and down because utilize that veil that goes right through the top there. And then, of course, your favorite chain. Yes, diamonds by the yard would work with this one as well. Or, again, remember, there's a pin. It goes straight up and down through the back, so you can also wear that on a lapel or anywhere else. So really fun piece. And it's got a $14.99 price tag, and that's because we went over the top and did 18 karat gold. Let's take a look. I love this as a gifting opportunity too. Maybe that would be like the sweetest, most custom look and fine jewelry. I'll make it $4.99. We'll save you $1,000. How about that? $1,000 off. $499 stays in the yellow gold. Yes, still have the big fire opal if you want it. And I'm going to show you the most gorgeous spiraling ribbon. Who's spiraling? Me? I don't. No, the pendant that I'm going to show you next is a spiral of diamonds. And you're going to love it. And then let's find out who our most musical customer. I just think music lover, whether you love the performing arts, the theater, the orchestra, I mean, right? Anything. And this is just so chic. And maybe at $1,500, you're not just going to get it for when you go out to the to enjoy the performing arts, but for $4.99, that makes it a totally different situation. So great value there. And remember, 18 karat gold, pin, pendant. There's the pin right through the back, and there's your veil there. I'm holding it by. So that's going to be first caller. Then we've got our diamond pendant. Spiral design, multiple ways to wear it. This is just pretty. And it's got a big diamond too. So we'll see who's got our violin. Who's got it? One only, $4.99. Only have about 15 minutes left. And the big diamond pendant coming up. If you like diamonds in yellow gold, just call now. Let's see. That one's going to stick around. Okay. Let's take a look at this. I am always debating on how to show this to you because there are multiple ways to wear it. Let's start with it this way, though. This can be worn north to south or east to west. Let me show you from the sides. It's a spiral. You can choose to put your chain, play with it when you get it home because you see the dimension and the way it sits up. This allows you to wear it multiple ways. It is like this beautiful, thick, dimensional ribbon of 18K. It's item number 11222078. And I'm going to show it to you upright because we all want to see the diamonds. Show me the diamonds. Look at that. I love this east to west. I actually think, like, look at this. If you put it through this way, you're obviously, this side's open. One side is open, the other side's closed. So you may want to wear it. You can put your chain through these top loops there, through the middle, and wear it east to west. You can wear it north to south. There's a million ways to wear it. So just play with it, have fun with it. Let me show you north to south, and then we'll show you east to west on the neckline and on the hand. But first of all, length is important here because you're getting 36 points on that single Marquise yellow diamond. So there's our rare yellow diamond in the middle. Then you get the spiral effect of white diamonds, which is 60 points, and they're all baguettes. That's what it looks like from a distance. If you go north to south, 1 inch. If you go east to west, well, it's still going to be 1 inch, but that's what it looks like from a distance. How do you want to see it on the neckline? Let's go both ways. Take a look at this on the neckline here first. We'll show it to you east to west, and then north to south. Again, when you get it home, put your favorite chain, which yes, could be a diamonds by the yard. Yes, it could be a smaller, daintier chain, whatever you want. Play with it or just mix and match it day by day. Multiple ways to wear it. So fabulous. Let's take a look though and watch these baguettes do their thing. I love the big stone, yes, in the middle, that fancy cut yellow, but then I love the baguettes and they're all tapered and they're just set like flush into the ribbon of gold. I kid you not, it was $39.99. Now it's not. Now we're going to take it more than half off. It's not going to be, I love $2,000 for that piece. 96 points is your total diamond weight, but again, we don't just lump them together because there's a really important yellow diamond in the middle. So it's important to distinguish that from the rest. The white diamonds are important too because they're all baguettes. But it's not 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Who wants it? You may just want to say sold now and beat the rush. because it's not even $1,500, $1,400, $1,399. Get ready. One only stays in the yellow gold. Designer piece. Look at the finishing. Why not? You could reverse it if you want to. If you want to hide the diamonds, if you want to show the diamonds. So many ways to wear it. You will love it. I'm going to make it $1,299 instead. There is only that one though, and that, remember, is 18K solid. So a not just heavy diamond weight we're contending with, but a lot of high premium gold. Thank you so much. Our violin is still here if you'd like it. I might just show you this big diaspore. Why not? Museum grade, color changing diaspore. Emerald cut. Yes, please. 1120177. The largest one we have. And if you have any last minute requests, I'm going to recap those gold earrings because I think you might have missed them earlier. So we've got those gold designer earrings coming up. It's also the most affordable item of the night. And we've still got those very limited, but we're going to show them one more time in case you missed them. This is our 13 karat 36. Color changing, phenomenal, one source, diaspore. So a lot of rarity all packed into one stone, but this one being particularly rare because of its 1336 size, and that is an emerald cut showing off the clarity. This is a color change from green golden to pink. It's like a pinky purple color that happens with it, and we're so proud to bring it down in price. And another one that was left over, didn't get a chance to show it to you during our big sale event, so now we get to share it with you for a whole lot less. Yeah, literally less than it would have been even after 11% off. So it is go time right now. And if you want a diaspora, this is our big one. And we're going to make this so easy. So affordable. How about it? Started at $9,999. Those are all white diamonds at 66 points around it. You can already start to see the subtleties of the pink coming through. Can't you? A little bit of that pinky rose color is coming through a bit. And then we've got that basket work. It is finished entirely. Also take a look through the back side of the stone and see how super clean it is. Very high clarity for a diaspora. Really important gem there. And it's going to be on the hand. Take a look. This one does stay in the yellow. But I don't know. I think the diaspora, I think, is most proper in that color just because there's such a nice golden color. Boy, just even changing the angle here. I'm in a little lesser light here when it's on the hand, and you can see now it's a more vibrant color of pink coming through. It's not 99. Is not 89. How about we blow this out right now? And this is literally, it was going to be $49.99 during the sale event, which I can tell you would have made it obviously under $4,500, but instead, I'm not even going to $4 or $39.99. This is the prize of the collection right now in diasporas. I hardly have any left. We're running out of gems. I mean, collectible gems that we've loved for years, there are many categories that are running really low that we're in danger of not even seeing going forward. So this is one of them. And instead of $39, make it even better. $34.99 first caller on that one, and for a massive 13 karat 36. I don't know if you can ask for more glamour than that emerald cut right there. I'm going to recap those designer gold earrings next. So if you weren't with us a couple hours ago, you're going to get to see them. And I'm really excited about them because they are the most affordable item, but they're also the most now. They're the most of the moment piece of jewelry one can get. And we're doing it higher end than the designer. This diaspora is here at the moment. Let's show these earrings one more time. Just in case, I can't risk that some of you may be watching now and did not see these earlier when they debuted. And this is last call because they were very popular, but we started with 25 pairs, which is 24 more than we usually have of any one thing. So we have a couple left. And if you even got in on one pair and you're thinking back going, I might need to get another pair because they would be great to gift for fill in the blank. This is a giftable earring as long as she has her ears pierced. She is going to love these. And also they're comfortable. They're not weighty because they are a hollowed out design, as the big designer does, that has made these so famous. They have a cult following. They're everywhere you look right now. Trust me, if you haven't seen them, open up a magazine. Turn on a TV tomorrow. And chances are, if you see a fashion-forward woman, she's going to be wearing this earring. Now, they do a big version. They do a small version. This is obviously more equivalent to the small version. They are solid, meaning solid gold, because the designer does a plating. They take the hollow. They have, and I own them, so judge, feel free to judge, because I never dreamed in a million years we would have these in fine. I love them. I have the big version. You've seen me wear them on the air. I have them in the yellow. Okay, and I have them in the sterling. But here's the thing. They do a plating. They start with a hollowed out design of sterling and they plate it with a couple of microns of gold. Ours are 14 karat gold, but no plating, just gold. So it's a higher level. The designer for the small pair gets $820 for their gold version and $780 for their sterling version. Again, the gold version is sterling silver that's plated. Ours are not sterling silver that are plated, they're gold. So Italian made, they've got the Italian, you'll see the stamp and the hallmark on the inside. It's at the base of the teardrop. It has a plaque that says Italy. So, you know, I love that for gifting because my goodness, giving anything Italian is, we know. And Italian gold, I think that has, no matter if it's someone who's really new to jewelry or new to fine jewelry, I think they're still going to know that Italian gold is a thing. And it's not inexpensive because it's done the right way. Let me show you that inside where you see that little hallmark and that plaque that's on the inside. But I need to show you all the angles because it's like a beautiful dimensional teardrop shape. You can see there's that plaque that says 14K and Italy. Right in the back, you can see how dimensional they are, how reflective they are, how beautifully high polished. And the post a little lower than the point. I still have one on in a second piercing, but I'm going to show you both because I want you to see how they actually are a stackable earring. You can stack or layer if you have more than one piercing. I think they work for both. And they're yellow gold only. And it's our most affordable item of the entire show. Actually, we could go back several shows. We could go back many, many, many shows in time and not see a more affordable item than this piece of fine jewelry that is so of the moment, high-end couture, the same designer that does handbags for $6,800. They're not made of gold. They're made of leather, and they're $7,000. Yes. Thanks, Marcy. She got the violin. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. She missed out on the diamond pendant. Jason got that one. Okay. I don't know. Nothing quite like that, Marcy. I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad you got the violin because that's a really special piece. Tony, I have these on the ear again just to show everybody what they look like in a first and a second. And obviously, I've been having my hoops in. So these can kind of tilt and turn however you want them to. But there they are. So you can just get a look at how they look in a primary piercing and then a second piercing as well. And so you really see how from the front, it just really looks like a hoop that's got a lot of dimension to it. And then from all the different angles like the sides, you see that little teardrop kind of shape that makes it so distinctive. Trust me, it's recognized. It's amazing. I've never seen such a quick, I mean, these earrings have become very popular very quickly. They didn't debut all that long ago, but sometimes it only takes like one person or, you know, one very, very popular, highly photographed human being who's got high style to wear something and then it kind of takes over the world. These are $299 though, $299 to get a gold earring that's made in Italy that is of the moment. This is the small version that goes for $820 when it's plated. So quite a value to spend, well, I mean, really well over 50% off. I mean, think about it. If you walked into that designer, which doesn't put things on sale, by the way, the only way to get that on sale from a designer would be to buy it secondhand, to buy it like, you know, used essentially, and you still wouldn't get a discount because it really has a high end. It's one of the bigger luxury names right now, and yet their design goes for $820. It's again a gold plating over sterling. Ours is $14K, so beautiful and not plated. And let's take a look up close. I just wanted you to see how they look in a second and a first piercing so you can get an idea. Made in Italy, great gifting idea, $299, the of the moment design. You will see them everywhere, and I'm just so glad we could bring them to you at a higher level, in a higher quality than even the big designer does. So you can feel proud to wear them. You can feel proud to give them, gift them. Valentine's Day is a week from tonight. Now I realize on the East Coast, it's actually less than a week because on the East Coast, it's already Thursday. But here we are on the West Coast, we're in Los Angeles, so it's still a week away from Valentine's Day. These are gonna be shipping out to you tomorrow. So you're gonna have plenty of time to still, figure out a creative way to give them or wrap them up, or if you have to, maybe do a little early celebration, you're likely going to have them because obviously they're going right out to you tomorrow. There's no sizing or gold color change needed on these, so huge value there, and it's only $2.99. So just want to bring those back out for another look as we wrap up our show in 4 minutes. I also have the pink diamond. That's got to get another look because it is certified. Now remember, as you join me tomorrow, we're going to have brand new. As you join me Saturday and Sunday this weekend, we're going to flood the weekend shows with brand new. We're going to have more brand new in the weekend shows than you're going to see pieces you've known and seen before. So it's a really, really critical time. Make sure you join us on these shows up and coming because there's going to be so much brand new like this and beyond, not just all gold, but a lot of color, a lot more turquoises coming, a lot of great designer diamond pieces are on their way as well, but there's going to be just a lot to love and a lot to enjoy in the next coming weeks here. So if you love brand new and you like pieces you've never seen before, you got to tune in. So here's our last look at our pink diamond as well. We got to bring that back out because this is the pink diamond that I think is also up there as one of the best buys of the day. And it's this 38-point GIA certified natural pink diamond, and it's GIA certified, so you're going to get a clarity grading. You're going to know everything there is to know about your pink diamond that's in the center. Of course, we have added with 1122593, we added a bridge with pink and white diamonds around it. It's going to give you another 36 points in the pink and another 75 points in the white diamonds. And all that, remember, this is one that was here at $14,999, and I was going to bring it down to $99.99 for the big sale event that we just wrapped up on Monday. It was 7 shows long. Well, guess what? At $99.99, it still would have been about $9,000. It's a nice, healthy, extra discount. So a lot of you tuned in tonight probably going, I'm going to be a window shopper because there's no way the deals are going to be better because the sale is over, and so now the prices go whoop, up. No, they do not. It's actually falling because this is one of those critical pieces that I felt so strongly about getting into our show during the sale event, and we just did not have time. We didn't. If you were with me for any of the shows, you know it was pretty much request for 3 hours every day. Request after request. I hardly had a chance to show you anything that I had planned to show you. This was one of them. Now you get a better value. Obviously, there's the price. 11% off from there would have been $88.99. Instead, tonight, we're taking it far lower than that. You get the full GIA cert with it. This is one of the higher end pink diamonds we have left in the inventory. We got a couple that are over 1 carat, but they're 60, 70,000. I'd rather see you get this one and spend less. And how about less than 88 or less than 8 or 7 or 6 or less than 5? We're bringing it back out for $49.99 to get an incredible piece overall. One of our best looking pink diamonds. Look at the pink diamond color. It's got a lot of purple to it, really. And here's that cert one more time. It is an SI stone, but it's completely eye clean. It's not big enough to have visible imperfections. You would have to have magnifying and really, really strong magnification and high-tech equipment to see these inclusions, which is what they mapped out here, front and back. No fluorescence to the stone. They have it listed as an SI1, faint pink, 38 point. There's your measurement. Pear modified, brilliant. We'll try it on one more time as we're looking at the last minute. I invite you to join me tomorrow. It's Thursday tomorrow. We're going to have the same amazing 3 hours, 7 to 10 Pacific time, but a lot more brand new tomorrow. Today we had about, 4 or 5 pieces. Tomorrow we're going to show you even more. We just, we had a really, 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 really good lineup here for every day that you're going to see coming up. So definitely make a point to be with us. You're going to see things you've never seen. Even if you've watched every show we've ever done, you're going to see a lot of fabulous news. So join me tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. I can't wait to see you then for our big Thursday. And if there's anything else we can help you with from tonight, especially this pink diamond for $49.99, it is the time to go and grab it. We'll be here for a couple minutes if you need us. Phone number's the same. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for shopping tonight. Special welcome to all of our new shoppers as well. And thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night.